Hello peeps, how are we doing? Let's see if I'm live. Just thought I'd chuck up a live bank holiday. I think I'm coming through loud and clear, am I have some couple of videos to share, but yeah, it's too hot, people. Too hot. London's burning. 360 years on from the Sesquiviet Act. It was the the plague, I think, was 1665, so the Great Fire of London would have been 1666, as well as the Sesquiviet Act, as well as who did SD point out the other day, and it reminded me the Sabbateans, Frankity and Sabbateev, the Frankiev. He was 1666 as well, weren't he? The Ashkenazi Jewish fellow, and then he turned to Islam as well. That's all 1666. So yeah, 360 years back, London would have been burning, but that's part of getting rid of the properties back then. It was all what it's supposed to start in Pudding Lane. All the properties would have been just made out of wood and thatch roofs, hay and all that of the businesses, but they wanted it because people would have owned those properties, probably had the freehold, possibly, yeah, and they wanted to implement the new, it's to do with the straw man as well, implement your fictitious character, so you won't be going under living man or living woman. So they had the Great Fire of London to get rid of people's property and bring in the Sesquiviet Act, so you can only own property. It's like you could only vote if you was a landowner. And that was only like 1% of the people, men, right up to about 1918, they got the vote in the end, the men, all men. And then it was about 10 years later, after the suffragettes, about 1928, all women got the vote as well. So it sounds like I've got hay fever, it's my glasses. I'm looking forward, I'm leaning forward. There's no comments to read anyway. But yes, so now London 33 or 34 was supposed to get to today. I wanted to know what the temperature's like around the country. I know it's supposed to be higher for everyone, but like up north I'm seeing 27, 29. It's more manageable, but I'm assuming for you guys that's 29 up north, certain parts quite far, is going to feel like how 33, 34 feels in London. I'm not sure. It won't be the same. London is its own climate, man. There's hardly any breeze, and it's its own geoclimate. The pollution, you can see it on a hot day. If you're from where I am, the suburbs, you can look to the city and see right in London city. I'm further back from the Thames, in the suburbs, southeast. Still city, southeast London, not out towards Kent or Bromley or Kent, where the air quality starts getting better. But as you travel into the city, as you can imagine, the air quality, but you can see it on something like big haze of pollution since I've been young, but changes. I don't even know what it's like now with all the spraying, all the sky spraying, you know what I mean? The views, you can't, from tower blocks going up, you can't even see towards the city from a lot of places you could before. But yeah, 30, anything above 30 in London, it's stifling, just horrible, just sweaty. If it gets to 33, 30, what's it now? I don't even like looking. I'm going to put my fan on in a minute. I haven't got it on because I can't hear. What's it now? So it's nearly 12:30. 31 fucking degrees. And they're predicting that's 12:30. What are they saying? It's going to get to 33. Typical, isn't it? Bank holiday Monday, 33. Fucking hell, can they control it like that? But they're saying tomorrow 35. Tuesday, London 35. Trust me, this 35's really uncomfortable, really bad. That's hard to manage for the elderly and the sick. If you're on antibiotics and all that, I've got tooth problems again. I was supposed to be in work tonight. I've got a fucking another infection, so I'm gonna have to go to the dentist. But tomorrow 35 degrees and you start going on antibiotics and all that, that heats you up naturally. So people, elderly and people that are sick, this weather's kind of serious, you know. I know the country's not experiencing the same as us, as summer's gone beyond. Don't get me wrong. When I was younger, London was always the hottest part of the country. But over the last 15 years, I've noticed that's different. Right up north or even Scotland can be hotter than on certain days in London. So Cambridge and that breaks the temperatures regularly now. So I know it's not just London, but this one's like an old school one. This is. I think we're getting it worse than you lot. But I think tomorrow, I think it's spreading north a bit. So old SD, it travelled towards SD and travel up that M1. I think I see 34 degrees past Luton and all that. So you lot that are not used to it, well, you're getting these summers now. But yeah, thick carpets, curtains, they've all got to go, man. They're good for the winter, but in this weather, well, no, you can block out the sun and shut the windows, but yeah, this is gonna push up towards you like a bloom, a hot air bloom, isn't it? It's supposed to be coming from Spain and that. Usually, yeah. Oh, I'm really coming in. I've seen about 1-2 people. Say hello, peeps, if you're listening, or if you're ghosting, jump in, man. Give me some material, some content and that I can bounce off with you, like. But yeah, I don't need to stay on for ages anyway. I'm like I say, my teeth are playing up. I've got to go dentist tomorrow, and it's too hot. But yeah, genuinely wanted to know like how the temperatures are up and down the country. But I think, yeah, so going to what I'm saying, I think this summer I get a feeling London's going to get it bad. Which in times gone past, that we would normally get the higher temperature. But you lot know, go back 20 years, it didn't go over 30 very often. Go into the 90s, it didn't go over. If it hit 30, that was big. In the 90s, 80s, you'd get more prolonged summers. I think summer days. I remember the school holidays just basically was sunny, but it's 26, 27, 28, weren't it? But just sort of a longer, better summer. Now, you know, bursting over the 40s now. It's too much. I've got 1-bedroom flat. Some people in London with gardens, fucking swimming pools. People in flats or cooking. London isn't designed for this. If it starts hitting the 40s, London will fucking burn. 300. If it's any more than a few days in the 40s, but it was burning last time. There was countrysides burning up and down the country, weren't there? But if they specifically want to hit London this year, with it being the 360 years on, and are we going to get some fucking rat plague thing again? Huh? That bollocks hantavirus, was that just literally bollocks because it meant scam? So was they just laughing at us again, or is that going to rear its ugly head again? Oh, you needed the fucking fire in London to kill all the rats. Right, what the rats you probably infected, and the fire you're going to start. Let me see if we get any peeps in. I'll play something. Probably everyone's, I'd say, enjoying the sun, but yeah, I'm guessing I've heard on other live streams, I mean, it's beautiful. They're saying it's beautiful. So you lot around the country might have 25, 26, 27, right up to 29, which is more manageable here. Like I've said, it's already 31. I'm not going out in that sun. I don't manage the sun as well now. Well, where I work nights, I'm just not out in the day anyway. So when it's like this, it's too much. I'm avoiding it. So yeah, this could be a very quiet stream, couldn't it? I do hope you lot are out enjoying yourselves. Yes, blimey, I'm just seeing it from where I am here. And as I say, as I think I've got another tooth infection coming, the pain was horrendous the other day. It's eased now because I'm on so many painkillers and that again. Well, I'm not having to take some, so maybe it's easing. But I can't, yeah. That's why I'm in at 12:30 on a beautiful bank holiday. I was supposed to be at work tonight. But I know later I'll be in too much pain again. Tomorrow I'll get antibiotics. In case anyone from my work's listening in, believe me, I'm only on this now while there's a slight dip in pain. And I'm bored as well because I should be out on a bank holiday enjoying myself. Now I would have had work, so I would have been out Saturday. That was my intention to go out Saturday, but this all come on Friday. So my intention was get out Saturday, enjoy that, stay in Sunday, go work Monday. It's all gone out the window again. But to be honest, I didn't fancy if I went to work tonight. If I was in work tonight, it means I've got to sleep today. It means I'd be having to sleep now in what's potentially going to be 33 degrees. And then it'd be the same if I'm going to go to the dentist Tuesday, so I'm going to tell them I can't go in Tuesday night because I'll only just be getting the antibiotics. And Tuesday night, Tuesday daytime is supposed to be 35 fucking degrees. So how am I going to sleep Tuesday daytime? Hold on, give me one sec, people. Yeah, how am I going to deal with... How can I go on Tuesday night after trying to sleep during the day when it's 35? What the... It's ridiculous, man. See, if you're not in London, you're not going to feel this, my pain now. You're going to be laughing at us. Soft southerners. We're soft when it comes to the cold, but we're starting to get used to the fucking the heat. Last time when it hit 40, I went up to Great Yarmouth. It was 35 there, 40 in London, and I think went up to 37. And I was struggling. Don't get me wrong, but the locals at Great Yarmouth were struggling even worse than me because they're not used to them temperatures at all. Well, it's the equivalent, isn't it, to the 40 I was running from. They got 37 or something. That's probably equivalent for them, but they're on the coast, and the majority were under the pier, and so was I. On one of the days, I hired out the bed, the umbrella, everything, done it all proper. You know what I mean? Perfect. But that night, I went on the piss. Until the morning. I mean, I was on holiday. I was escaping the weather, but I was also on holiday. I didn't go to sleep. So now I'm still pissed in the morning. It didn't cool down at night. I was waiting for it to cool down on the beach, and it didn't. And then the sun started coming back up. I went, oh, my Lord. And now I wasn't prepared to go and hire out the fucking do all the thing and have my water and my food and everything. I had plenty of money in my pocket, but now I went and this time went to sleep under the fucking pier with a beer, I think. But I see how many of the locals were under there struggling. And I've got to say, on that hottest day, That was the second day, so it dipped about a degree. But on the hottest one, where luckily I was set up properly under the umbrella on the beach, getting a breeze. Suntan cream helped as well. Fucking hell. But it was getting intense around 1, and this plane went over. The sky was blue. So this was 2022, I think, isn't it? So COVID was just sort of coming to the end, and sky was blue. Great Yarmouth. This is what I'm saying. When they don't sky spray, it gets hot. So people were saying, are they heating the sun up? I don't know, whatever it is, but that sun is getting hotter, naturally or not. I don't know. But when it heats up and they don't spray the sky, fuck me. And we was all on the bit on that hottest day. The skies were blue. It's like getting to 37, 38 or so. And then one plane went over with one big fucking cloud, big chemtrail, but it come out like a cloud, a proper, not spray, like a big fucking cloud. And it was like someone putting a big umbrella over you, over the beach, over that part of the country, you know what I mean? And you felt it instantly, you felt it go down a couple of degrees. So, you know, make of it what you will. At that point there, it's far more depressing throughout the year when you're losing your summer. But that one instance there, fuck me, it was relieving. And like I say, I think things are heating up naturally. It's look in history. There's grapes. You had grapes growing in England in, I think the Romans documented it, and plenty of times different fucking conquerors that have conquered it, Britain, come over. Saxons and Normans, you know what I mean? I think they've all, especially in medieval times, I swear, like they talked about temperatures being hot, like really hot, Mediterranean hot. Not just hot, not just a bit. It's proven from, you know, you can grow grapes, and they've been growing them now, so like the climate's changed, hasn't it, for the last 20 years, but whether that's naturally they've got a lot. Yeah, we know the geoengineering. Are they heating things up? Why would they be spraying to cool it down? So it's like heat it up, cool it down, heat it, or other purposes or other reasons. I think that is heating up, full stop, naturally. But they could have a hand in this, but the sun being hotter. But then I don't think they're waste of time spraying. Just, well, I suppose, yeah, they're not just spraying to reflect the sunlight and heat, maybe, people would say. They're spraying for other nefarious purposes, which I believe as well, yeah. I mean, the heavy metals that they say they use to reflect the sunlight are really bad for us anyway. If you look up how bad heavy metals are for the human body. Yeah. Hold on 1 second, just checking. Oh, I'm all good. So, yeah, so they, like I say, is it out of their, is this heat in the sun, heating up, is that out of their hands? So, and that's my point, that was my point earlier. Animals migrate, don't they, yearly? Animals and birds, when it gets, whether it gets too hot or too cold, where their climate, the food won't grow. They're either going to go where it gets too hot, they're going to migrate where it cools down a bit, or if they're in sort of Arctic regions or colder, when the winter comes, they're going to come south a bit. Animals, you know, obviously over lots of continents, especially the African continent, they might migrate with the weather yearly. We've probably done it before. It just makes sense that you travel up to Scotland or something if you can for holiday and all that. But if there's huge changes coming, that they're trying to stop with their sky spraying and all that. If it's out of their hands, this heating up, and they truly are trying to stop it heating up because they know there will be mass migration of humans. You know, not even as much from people to south of England going to the north of England or Scotland and all that. Look at south of Spain and the Mediterranean, Greece and that. It's cooking. It's getting up to 50 degrees. Portugal and Spain are hitting 49, 50 most years now and above. So they could all end up having to move north. And that's what I'm saying. Obviously, on a the financial implications, the demographical movement is huge, isn't it? So are they just going to try and keep the temperature down, spraying the skies, which in the same time is killing us anyway, slow killing us? You know? How you doing, Frank? Incorrect oneness. We are cooling progressively towards a grand low year between 24. Do you know, I've heard that as well, actually. I know. But what's happening? Because, Frank, when the sun's out, like I say, I've thrown this live up. It's too hot. London's burning again. So 360 years on. So you know that's from the Cesca's Fiat Act, isn't it? 1666, when there was the Great Fire of London then. But I'm wondering this year, because you in the UK, I can't remember Ireland or around here. I saw the weather report. I know it's warmer for all of the country, but if you look, it's gone like that. It used to be when I was younger. London is cooking. We're supposed to be hitting 33 degrees, Frank. So, yeah, maybe they're just fucking with us with the cut with lump. But like I was saying, Frank, I know it's supposed to be cooling, but when we hit over 40 degrees, the skies were clear, blue. And I noticed when they're blue, that sun is hotter, Frank. So if we're cooling down, because you know England, we don't get plus 40s, and it's going to start happening regular now. So what I know they're controlling control, but when they don't spray is when you'll see these record temperatures for a couple of days, when they leave it. When it's getting hot anyway, and then boom, they leave it. They leave for a few clear spells. Fuck me, it gets hot. I told you after that 2022, when it hit 40s, it was either the year after or next year after. In the February, I could tell they were just covering the skies in the February. And all of a sudden, there was a couple of days of blue skies. There's no spraying. Fuck me, that sun was on my skin. Felt like it was burning like it was June. And it was giving me a slight bit of a tan. That's February. And that particular year, I thought, oh no, we're going to get these 40 degrees again because it's already cooking. But they just blocked that summer out. That particular summer, they just sprayed the skies heavily and used, like you say, the boat when they just pump what looks a bit more like clouds. Sometimes they're pumping this shit off the ships, off the coast. And people don't see that as much because they don't think it's like the people, they call it the lines in the sky. They have plenty of other methods to make these clouds. And they look, and like I say, you noticed it, Frank, the last couple of weeks, last week or the week before, they weren't spraying the sky for about a week. And I had to come on a live. I hadn't been on a live for about a month. I was too busy. And SD done a panel and I had to come on to say to him, yeah, there's been blue, because I said prior to that, London just been fucking covered. I couldn't remember the last time I'd seen a blue sky in London. But a couple of weeks back there were. And it was beautiful. The harmony, you felt better. Everyone was smiling, everyone was cool. I felt a change. Right, and you looked at the sky and you could see normal clouds. I know you put it in the comments, Frank. You could see normal clouds forming. Big fluffy ones back when you was younger. You know, they build, when you're going to get before a thunderstorm, they build really high. I remember them clearly from when I was younger. I'm standing on my fucking balcony. Fucking cancel thing. Standing on my balcony, seeing the sky quite a long distance. And over that week, a couple of weeks back, yeah, by the end of the week, you could see things were coming back. It's like the birds were singing at a different time. Everything felt harmonic, you know. Everything was slipping back into the balance. And then they started spraying again. And I swear it changes everyone's mood as well. I'm sure it does. It was changing people's moods. It definitely did mine, and I could see it did with others. Everyone was getting happier. Deep within happier, if you know what I mean. Back in synchronicity with what's around you. It's confusing the birds and the insects, everything. The flowers, the plants, they can send chemicals out that can really harm us. It's confusing everything, all this sky spraying. And I think it changes the vibrational pattern badly to a lower, to a more negative frequency, you know. Temperature control by the technology oneness. That's both ways, both cooling and heating when deployed oneness, yeah. Metal salts reflect radiation. Yeah, like metal slivers, isn't it? Wire metal foil back mirror reflects light. Metal salts create an endorphic reaction. Tell me the air, H2O molecules, thus initial reaction cooling when sprayed. RF EMF impacts your biofield, aura oneness. Count the RF antennae near you. Are they transmitting invisible energy? Yeah. How do you know when turned on? Yeah. You cook oneness, right? You think the sun as well, Frank, though. But why are they bothering keep covering the skies then if the sun isn't heating up? Metal salts flowing in the sky reflect emitted from ground stations, operates the same as mirror fall. Yeah, I know. Trees are dying up. Metal salts dose exposure also RF antennae wireless connects to the nano micro metal dust. Yeah, it's supposed to be, what is this nano material in dust now spraying all around the fucking place? Yeah, so I suppose what all the Wi-Fi, all the 5Gs just interfering with everything. I don't know how we are antennae. Our hair is supposed to be an antennae to the heavens as well, or the universe. So it's not great when you lose all your hair. It's not great to wear hats and put your feet in the grass, isn't it? So there's so many areas we're getting cooked, but I just noticed when we get those silly temperatures, then it's blue skies now. Let me go and check again. There's been no spraying. Well, there always is some. Yeah, so there's a white haze, and I can actually see one in action as I went and looked out my front window. My front room, this fucking doesn't get used much anyway. Where I'm on nights, I'm always sleeping. But at the moment, the front of the flat's so hot, I'll keep away from there. I'm in the back in my bedroom with my laptop now. It's just fucking roasting. It's just cooking. Anyone else listening in that's in London, or let me know your temperature. So where's the temp? What's the temperature like now where you are, Frank? So that's what I'm saying. If that sky was completely clear, there's some white haze shit, I bet it'd be even hotter now. And it's 31 degrees when I last looked in London. Aerosol skies acts like a magnifying glass. Okay, also yeah, sun shines through, gets constructed interference. Why under a chem sky, sun shining feels like burning because it's artificial created, right? Fucking hell. It's like a magnet. I mean, that's what SD was saying. He was saying, could they magnify the sun? So I can imagine, but I mean, oh, fuck me. But 1 minute they're spraying something that reflects the sunlight, yeah? So you'd have to say if there's got to be other days then where you're saying they heat it up. But I've seen it, the sky is clear where there's been no planes flying. But it's probably there from days before, isn't it? Feels burning because artificial created. But then, like we said, Frank, I reckon before they've done, in past history, we know the climate's heated up a lot over in this country. What's happening nowadays? A1ness, Frank? Look up Frenzal lens. Okay. But in history, in times gone before, Frank, when they weren't chemtrailing the climate over here and other parts, they've noted and written before how thriving in sort of grapes and olives growing here in Mediterranean weather in history gone past. So apparently we know that it can just heat up naturally, can't it? But then, yeah, you could say they're doing what they're doing now for all to make it so maybe it is just slowly, but they're fucking with it. Yeah, they're fucking with it more to push this climate bullshit so they can enslave us and then lock us in more chains, isn't it? I suppose. If they stop sky spraying, maybe it is warming up a little bit, but a nice slow trajectory. So they're interfering with something that we could have dealt with naturally. It wouldn't have been heating up too much. We could have acclimatized, but what they've done is hijacked it and smashed it to pieces. 1 minute it's nearly 40 degrees, then it's nearly snowing and all that crap. That's to push, I see, to push the agenda to make people believe, the old climate change. Let me look. That's give me a sec. Frenzel lens. A Frenzel lens is a compact, lightweight optical lens designed to replace the thick, heavy curved surface of traditional lenses. Invented by physicist Augustin Jean Frenzel, it compresses a standard convex lens into a flat surface by dividing it into a series of concentric annual grooves. All right, and you're saying what, this could be in the sky? Happy days. Sort of spreading out the sunlight, you magnifying it. So what? Yeah, just literally to push all the climate change agenda. So because of that, they can lock us down and control us. So yeah, so the climate could have just been gradually, nicely moving along. And since the late 90s, they've been spraying heavily. Early 2000s, heavily testing it, how to do it. Then it used to make you in the summers in the early 2000s, around that 9/11 time. That summer, I remember seeing it, sunbathing around that time, seeing crisscrosses, it like a chessboard in the fucking sky. And I was like, what? And by the evening, it's falling down and you can taste it. I was walking around Brockley, around that area. Mates, a few of us, it's like, what's this in the air? It's almost foggy and misty in the air. That's the early 2000s. Obviously, when they was testing how much to spray and yeah, let's look up Frenzel lens can melt rocks on YouTube. Yeah, okay. But on a big scale, you're saying maybe it's like some Bond film, isn't it, or Burns from The Simpsons. Big magnifying glass in the fucking sky, and something else to block it out when they want to and all. Huge, Frank. Just outside Liverpool here, one. All right, what's the temperature up there, Frank, at the moment? Oh, I know you've put before, Frank. I've written this down, church candle with brick surrounding countermeasure here, oneness. So blue sky glories have going 24/7 come up. I know you used the distilled vinegar in that, didn't you? I've written it down. Just that, yeah, what's the temperature up there, man? Happy days. You're not over here, are you? I don't think. Huge X is directly over my house yesterday, oneness. Had my countermeasure going low. Fired up some more large tea light candles in whole tins under the V, yeah. Hi, happy days. Yeah, you say it works, Frank. You have it pumping 24. It's very interesting. I'll take it on board. SD likes the sound of it all, doesn't he? But he doesn't get the bits together. I haven't got a garden, so I've got a flat, top of a house, 1 bedroom, pay a lot of money, over 1100 now. Fucking ridiculous, London. So that's why when this heats up in London, I need to get out. I don't know how you lot around the country. I don't think it's going to heat up the same. Happy days, Australia. Yeah, cool, man. Well, we're getting some unseasonal temperature at the moment here. Happy days, especially London. 33, typical 33 degrees we're going to get. It was hot summer here. It's different heat. It's scorching. Yeah, I can imagine. Fucking hell. Yeah, there's me complaining here. But if you know about London, it's just not made. It's all, you're cooped up. It's not made for temperatures, you know, even mid 30s. We didn't get that before. This is the last, since 2000 onwards. We had lovely summers in the 80s and 90s. We get sort of, you'd only hottest sort of 28, 29. You get a lot of it, sort of 26, 27, 28, but they was nicer, consistent, sort of good, sort of longer summer. Get the 6 weeks holidays, remember at school, and it'd be mainly sunny. But now, or the last sort of 20 years, you just get these ridiculous bursts. You know, back in the 90s, it was unheard of. 30 was high. You might have seen 30, 31. 80s, 90s, didn't really. Sort of, like I say, consistently sort of 28, 27 for a good few weeks through the summer. You get your seasons. Now, yeah, London just cooks. Anything over 30, 33 like now, it just starts cooking. It's just too much. Hardly anyone's got aircon. Well, a lot of the new places now, near the city and the hotel, near the city, obviously the rich areas, but the suburbs and that, they'll be getting more. But that kind of temperature is just uncomfortable in the city anyway, isn't it? But other cities in Europe are more made for it. They have more shade, more trees, more air. They can be in part of their house where it's no sun gets it, and it can be nice and cool. They're built a certain way, so certain windows don't face the sun, this and that. Spain, Italy, they make much more. But they're struggling with the temperatures going up. But yeah, London's just made for fucking cold. To keep the heat in, not keep the fucking heat out. So you know yourselves, when you're hitting mid-30s, you want to be by a beach. The countryside's going to have more air as long as you're out of the sun. So down towards Kent for me. But the beach, you want to be in the sea, you got fresh air. Anything sort of mid-30s, anything going above 30s, you don't want to be going to work. I was supposed to be in work tonight. I'm not going in. I've got tooth problems again. I won't be on here long. Luckily, I'm on painkillers. I'm not in pain at the moment. But I'm going to have to get probably get antibiotics and have more teeth out, believe it or not. I don't want to go into that. But I was supposed to be in tonight. And I'm supposed to be in Tuesday night. But tomorrow it's supposed to hit 34 or 35. I said this earlier in the stream. But it's supposed to hit about 34, 35 tomorrow, Tuesday, daytime. And I'm supposed to be in Tuesday night as well. It's like, how am I supposed to sleep in 35 degrees? And then I've got to go to work Tuesday night. It's just, what the fuck? I've got no aircon. I've got no garden. So I've got no breeze. So if it is them manipulating all this, they're messing about, because people are not going to be going to work. If it gets, like they said, if they talk about 40 degrees and all that again, I'm out. I went up to Great Yarmouth last time. That weren't far enough north. It's still 37, 38. This time I'm going further, way further to get cold. So the economy, they keep pissing about with this. They're going to fuck with the economy because people just don't want to be in London in that kind of temperature. And it's not good. I said earlier, it's not good for people, the elderly and the young, and people that are sick. People that are on medication, it heats them up. I might have to have antibiotics. It naturally heats you up. I'm already on painkillers. That heats you up. You've got the elderly on medication that heats them up. They're in houses with thick carpet, curtains, all that turn out. But this bloom is supposed to be going north tomorrow, actually, a bit more north, past Luton, past SD, going up that M1. I'm seeing 34 and all that, because as we know, it's not like back in the 90s and 80s where London's got its own climate. I was saying it earlier in the stream as well. You can see the fucking pollution. I'm in the suburbs. When you look into the city, you can see the heat just gets trapped in. It's fucking horrible. But we used to always be hotter than the rest of the country. I've noticed the last 10, 15 years or more, that's not always the case a lot of the times now. Sometimes it's hotter in fucking Scotland than London, you know what I mean? It's mental. So north of England, Cambridge have been getting the records when it went over 40. So I know a lot of you, like the further up north, you're not prepared for it neither. Worse. And I think this bloom is supposed to be moving up from Spain and moving up that M1, mate. So I'd advise you lot all to get prepared tomorrow. But yeah, if they want to create chaos, but they might not get the one they wanted. With people like myself, I won't be hanging around if they're going to mess with the climate this much and they're going to you know, these higher 30s, mid 30s even for any length of time. Forget that. Can't operate under that. I'm not as young as I used to be. I used to love the sun. Fucking, I was out in it all the time. Football, holidays, all the Canary Islands, always on the beach and fucking in the sun. But it's different when you're on the beach. Like I say, when you're on the beach and you've got the sea air, it's completely different. It's much more manageable. I'll read some of these comments and I've just got a couple of things to play. Remember we was talking about this World Cup. SD was talking about this World Cup. Starts on the 11th, isn't it? I think it's Thursday, the 11th of June. And I was falling asleep to it and I was screaming at the screen because no one mentioned, because they were saying, oh, could the alien thing be at the World Cup? The 11th is the opening ceremony in Mexico, I think. And I was saying, I wasn't screaming at the screen, but in my head I was shouting, don't forget the 12th. The 12th is that film, isn't it? The 12th of June. So the 12th of the 6th, 2026 is the release of that Steven Spielberg film, Disclosure, isn't it? On the 12th. So I think the 11th is the opening ceremony. I've done did someone say that's Mexico? Because it's the first time it's shared over countries as well. Mexico, America and Canada. And I said how significant that is. Only the Euros spread out, and that was during CV. That's during COVID. They went over about 8 different countries in Europe during CV, and no one was going to them. Do you remember? So when I see they've spread it out, this one, I remember they said for years, been reading that North American alliance, and it'll have its own, the Americano or something, it'll have its own currency. It'll be Canada, America, Mexico. So to see the World Cup being spread over that is significant. It's massive. I'm surprised they haven't got some of it in Greenland or something, or Venezuela or Cuba, because it's showing you where they're taking over, where we're going. The 10 kings, isn't it? Yeah. So the segments of the planet plane T are getting separated now, aren't they? Starting to amalgamate into shape now of the 10 kings. So then, yeah, so that World Cup being there on the 11th, I think Trump, like, so the 12th is the next day, but I think that will be the first game in North America, in America. So I think Mexico might have the opening ceremony. Then the 12th, there'll be maybe another one in America, and then another one the next day in Canada or something. But the one in America will be on the 12th, and that's the day of Disclosure, the film. So I see it as a soft. I don't think they'll do some event. I don't think they're doing some blue beam and all that. I see it more as just soft disclosure. So the film in itself, they will say they've used this film, isn't it? Hollywood film, to partially disclose it. Or I don't know, or will Trump say something? Because he's supposed to have an MMA fight, right? I think 2,000 people are supposed to be at the White House, right? Remember, there's just been a shooting at the White House. How many shootings have been at the White House, right? On the 12th, I think he's got a ceremony or some bullshit going on. And by the way, people are saying that it's not a ball, well, it probably is a ballroom at the top. There's cover, but he's building a bunker. Apparently in the White House, it's an 8-story bunker below. Another one, because I'm sure there's, well, not sure, can guarantee there's bunkers there anyway. Maybe this one's just going to be more foul safe, more bomb proof and zombie proof. So, and then he's supposed to be having some fucking MMA fight or something with 2,000 people watching at the White House on the lawn or something. This is a man who's repeatedly, supposedly, I mean, you know, they've got in these people doing these attacks, these assassination attempts. That's to fucking show, that's to tell the country why he's got to spend so much money on security. So, you know, they set them up, they're psyops, aren't they? So they do these psyops. Oh, so now we need more security. But then why would you have an event, an MMA with 2,000 people? Do you know what I mean? So it is the 12th. Could someone, the film in itself is like soft disclosure, but it's, remember, people, don't, it's going to be a lot of bullshit. It's going to be majority bullshit, 99% bullshit, what they come out with. Most of it's all going to be man-made. All the sightings, it's all man-made. It's all stuff, man. But there is, as you know, I believe in a creator, not extraterrestrials, not UFOs. That's not what it is. That's not what it is at all. I don't know if it's interdimensional neither. As above, as below, up heavens. Spiritual world, I fully believe in. Conscious world. What's it? Dark matter's 95, 80% or 90, some huge percent of the universe is made up of dark matter, or that they don't know what it is. You know, is that the spiritual world? But it's not these sightings and green, you know. They're going to try and trip everyone out. So if there's a World Cup going on at the same time, it's going to have people in a funny vibration. There's an eclipse coming, I think, in August. Is it 14, something like that? These eclipses apparently can have you in the, is it the 19 megahertz resolutions, like a low vibration, and that's why people, they never used to go out when there was eclipses. I think people said they used to see stuff at their peripheral because you're a more manipulated, lower vibration. So they're going to have people under mind control and manipulation for the World Cup. Excited, actually, so open if they hit people with something. Yeah. So disclosure, people, don't forget that's that film, that's the 12th. So I think like a soft disclosure, and people are going to fall for a lot of it. All these files coming out are a soft disclosure, aren't they? Rather than a big disclosure, a close encounter, spaceships turning up over the fucking stadium. I don't think that's going to happen. You know what I mean? What's happening, Peter? Put church candle in large tin pile. Lose brick. Yeah. See, everyone, what Frank's put there. This, I know that because people pay. Right, people had a machine that can. This is good few years back. Clarkson showed the machine that can create. Was it the sky spray and plus get rid of it or something on that? Was it on Top Gear or something as well years ago? And I also saw there was a company years ago now that you pay them £100,000 for them to bring their machine to give you a clear sky at the party. You know, this was on mainstream news. It's on like one of them fucking Good Morning programs. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, 100 grand, we can clear the sky for you. We can clear the clouds. You know, big red flags for people. And So Frank, so people were, there's good few 780 you in, good. Hit the like, people, if you haven't, and then it you know why? It spreads it. More people, I think the YouTube algorithm spreads my live. But any ghosters and that, I'll get through the comments, and I've got a little video to play on that, because I won't stay on for ages. Like I say, I've got to be careful with my tooth, man. I'm all right at the moment, but leaning forward isn't going to help reading. And by the way, that my glasses on the end of my nose, when I'm leaning forward reading the comments, is making my nose sound blocked. I shouldn't be putting pressure. But yeah, people in the comments or any of the ghosters, pop in and read Frank's comment here. There's a way of where you can put something in your garden that can get rid of the chemtrails above. And I don't know, quite possibly real clouds, but he said one has put church candle in a large tin, pile loose bricks around, perch large glass jar, V on top. It's distilled vinegar, by the way, everyone. Glass jar with vinegar in, isn't it? On top with more support bricks, foil around jar to increase heat for the vinegar. And like everyone, I think he keeps it going 24/7. It pumps up into the air and clears chemtrails and clouds above his garden. And that's why I know this stuff can work. Frank, so have a look, everyone, and write it down. Try it in your gardens. I ain't got a garden, Frank, unfortunately. That's why with this heat's up too much. That's why I'm going to be going far up north for a holiday. I'm not going to be hanging around in London if it's getting to 40 and that. And we're still in fucking May. It's a madness. London, huge dense city one that's already a heat sink to begin with. Exactly, Frank. So I'm struggling. It's bad. It's worse here. I think up and down the country. I was listening to a few lives yesterday in the evening, and then I see it's quiet today. Up and down the country, I'm hearing it's glorious days. It's beautiful. It's not too hot for you lot, isn't it? I looked at the thing, like I say, I'm seeing 20 varying from 25 to 27. Well, that's a nice day. But they're talking 33 here. Down the beach with a breeze, that's a nice day as well. But it's not a nice day in the city, like Frank says, a sinkhole city. Like London, it's a shit day with no breeze. But like I say, yeah, so Scotland's getting hotter, 25 and all that, but I say see the north 27, 29. Cornwall, is it what, 25 or so? Wales will be heated, but tomorrow I think it's drifting north. I think a lot more people are going to be going over 30. And I think it's more impacting that where if you're in a bit more of used to a bit more of a colder climate. Frank, last time drinking in London was Putney. Crikey, it was cooking up that summer trip. Putney's beautiful as well. Was you on the water? Was you near the Thames, Frank? Because that would have helped with a breeze. But yeah, the sun cooks there. Just over the Thames, nice money in it, money area. On your way to Richmond, another money area, beautiful. And the thing, what summer was that though? Is it that like that hot one, 2022? Like I say, there was 3 heat waves, 2 of them hit 37s or something. And when they said there was them two, I don't know how I coped, but when they said there's going to be 140s in July, I was like, right, I'm off. Went to Great Yarmouth, and like I say, it was still too hot, still 37, 38. So this time I'm going further north. I'm not saying details on here, but I shall be going where you see the temperatures more like fucking 29, 40 in London, but where it's 29, I'll be up there somewhere. One that's get some natural sea organic marble mortar pestle to grind, take those for health. Also sisters cooling the body one, that's the body electric. Yeah, I know, sea salt. I think I got some, and I've got a mortar and pestle, so I should do some proper cooking soon, man. Season up some meat and all that. I can cook properly. At nights, my diet is terrible. It's probably why my teeth are bad. No sun. I get no sun. I can't go in it now. It's too hot for me. I'm used to sleeping during the day for work, so not getting no vitamin D. But just to earn the more money, the nights more. Plus, there's no traffic at night. it's a good job as well. So I like it. So fuck about what comes with it, man. Yo, all yes, Pete. 11th number of Janice buys the gateway doorway for soul transition, transfer Hermes for idle writing spell, magic oneness. Yeah, 11. Yeah, not 9 is supposed to be your higher consciousness, and the 11 is the duality, representing the duality, and it's a pyramid number. If you add it together, it goes up as a pyramid and down as a pyramid. Peter, that's possible. Incorrect oneness. The earth variable as flat as an atom, same invisible force in everything. One is careful not to bear false witness. One. The earth variable as flat as an atom, verifiable as flat as an atom, same invisible force in everything. Yeah, well, I know the bollocks they tell us about gravity. What the amount of gravity you need to hold an elephant something as big as that to the ground would crush something tiny. The same gravity to hold an elephant to the ground would crush a mouse. The same, what did I say? The same gravity. The same amount of gravity. Did I say that? The same amount of gravity to hold an elephant down. Because they're saying, people say, why don't things fall off? If it's a globe, why don't things fall off the bottom? And they say gravity. And that's when they talk about alien UFO aircraft going light speed to us. And they've got the technologies to go light speed to us, and then they crash. But the other is bollocks, isn't it? But the other thing that has been said, if they got a way of doing it, they would turn to what do you call it, a smoothie, your body. So you'd have to be organic like that, and you can't travel at light speed. The gravity would turn your body all get to a smoothie. So careful when they talk about UFOs going light years across the planet at light speed. No, man. Not if when they get out, or the pictures they show, they've got similar bone structure to us. Well, then that didn't travel at light speed across the fucking universe, because it'd be whipped up into a smoothie. Things can travel at like luminaries. Stars ain't what they tell us. I've seen things move. You see in really high, really way high. It looks like a star just moving fast, really, really fast. Things move. It's not solid things they tell us. It's not ships and that. No way. And there's water up there as well, isn't there? As above, as below, as within, as without. And above the water, what is that, like a spiritual world or physical, you know? The heavens, as they'd say. Incorrupt one. I try not to bear false witness all the time, Frank. I always say, when I'm not sure about something, I will say I'm not sure. When I'm 100% about something, then I will say that. If I'm proven wrong, that's cool as well. You need to be, isn't it? If I get stand corrected, that's fine as well. But I don't want to pump out bollocks. One that's only changed when the spray and fire up the RF antenna. Peter, last year there was a clip of a man kicking the window of a London Underground to break free. It was that, yeah. Oh, fuck being down there, mate. That's what I'm saying. London's not designed for those temperatures, Pete. But on a serious note, like I say, the elderly and the really young, they can suffer if they're in the wrong kind of properties. And if they're on medication, as you know, lots of medication heat you up anyway. 90 degrees, 30 degrees. Well, they're talking like this. Well, it's going to be 33 today here, and they're talking 35 tomorrow. That's far too much. For the beach and that, maybe it's all right. That's what I'm saying. I'm supposed to be sleeping tomorrow and going to work tomorrow night. I'm supposed to be sleeping in 35 when I've got no breeze coming through, no garden. All right, let me play something quickly. Use that. This World Cup thing. Let me share screen. What we got? Let's try this one. Let me know that you can all hear, or let me know if there's any audio difficulties, technical difficulties, please. Much appreciated. Let's try this. Yes, hold on. Where did I see that, Frank? Firmament performs the same as the invisible force when bringing two same poles, barred magnets together, oneness. Yeah. Well, that's what's supposed to be above, isn't it? The firmament. But above that, water. And then above that, don't know. But that's what they're not supposed to be. No rockets, nothing can get through that, the firmament. I was thinking Spain would make the final. Argentina are the winners, last winners, isn't it? I reckon they're going to put England up there possibly, isn't it? Because of everything that's going on. I don't know. Portugal, I see people have said that. I mean, they do well, Portugal. Ronaldo's like a granddad, though. Maybe they'll give each one a World Cup because they are two biggest socks. So. Each planet a magnet-filled matter body with planets staying clear. Yeah, like there's a sphere as well, isn't there, Frank, with a north and a south. They've said the centre of the universe, but no, it's the centre of the Milky Way, but are we the centre? But a sphere that comes out, you know, a north and a south. Yeah. These glasses are making my nose sound really blocked. It isn't. The entire... Oh, because the German manager, isn't it? What's his name? The manager of the England team now that is German. I forgot his name.
The entire USA World Cup 2026 squad got leaked. So earlier today, The Guardian acquired the full 2020.
This filter will decide which country is going to win the World Cup. So let's find out. Okay, Senegal, England, Ghana, Qatar. I don't even have to have in it. Who's it going to be?
Yeah.
This is exciting, isn't it? This is top quality content. This is, come on. Oh, this might go on forever. Hang on. Oh, no, it's going to be Mexico. Wow, that would be something, wouldn't it? Both more football content and games. This filter will decide which country is going to win the World Cup. So let's find out. Okay, Senegal, England,
well, they
Ghana,
are part hosts.
Qatar. I don't even have to have in it. Who's it going to be? This is exciting, isn't it? This is
this AI or something?
Content. This is, come on. Oh, this might go on forever. Hang on. Oh, no, it's going to be Mexico. Wow, that would be something, wouldn't it? Both more football content and games. This filter.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. I can see that there. That is on the Economist, isn't it? Mexico, Portugal flags, isn't it? That there. You're not seeing this all properly. Oh, the intro. I missed that last one. What was it? Wow. What do you reckon, people? I'll be shocked if Portugal or Spain don't. What, was them two flags there, Portugal and Mexico? Yep, seeing it. Cool, man. Mexico is decent, but I think it's going to be a Spain v Portugal final. I know, see, Mexico, they're all right, but it's the same like that. Was it Morocco just won the Africa Cup of Nations? But it's like a fix. Senegal was one of the goals, and Senegal walked off the pitch. No, was it? I don't even know if it's Senegal. I think it was. Was it Senegal or Ghana? And they walked off, and then they finally come back on and won it, and then they were stripped of it. So it was a host. Morocco was a host, and they are a good team, but yes, you definitely wouldn't expect Mexico to win, even though they're half decent and teams can pull things out of the bag. But we know how fucking rigged it's going to be, man. Oh, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Oh, what's this? This is...
The 2026 World Cup might actually be canceled. The real reason is disturbing. Most people think it's because of FIFA's new 48-team format or some crazy rule change, but that's not it. The tournament is supposed to be hosted across Mexico, Canada, and the United States. And here's where things get dark. Last year, there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. And more recently, Charlie Kirk was tragically taken out. With global tensions already boiling, security concerns in the U.S. are bigger than ever. If the country can't guarantee the safety of fans, players, and world leaders, then the World Cup itself could actually be in danger. The 2026 World Cup might actually be canceled. The real reason is disturbing. Most people think...
If you compare World Cup ticket prices in 2018, 2022, and 2026, football inflation has genuinely gone rogue. Back in Russia 2018, a World Cup final ticket was between $450 to $1,100. Expensive? Yeah, but still the...
Let me see if I put the link out. I'm not staying on for too much longer, to be fair, guys. But if someone wants to jump up, I'll be on for about another half hour. It's getting hot. I haven't got my fan on because it's too noisy, man. I want to be careful of my tooth. But let me see here. See if this works. It should work. It normally does, but on my ones it can piss about sometimes. I'll put it in StreamYard. Am I supposed to put it in YouTube? I forget. Yeah, I can pin it in YouTube, can't I? Does that come up? I can pin this as long as it works. Pin message. Well, no, let me check if it works. Click. If anyone wants to pop up, Pete, if you want to pop up, see if that puts you backstage, someone. Or I'll check quickly, actually. Hold on. Yeah, it does. Enter in the studio. Yeah, so that works. I can pin that then. Pin message. All right, yeah, if anyone wants to pop up, I'll be up for a little bit longer. Well, not too much. Number 8 and 2D symbol for the 3D reality, the hyperploid will be the glass egg timer shape, folks. Pinch point the point, source of energy, aka God the Creator made manifest. E.g., look up the picture of man's biofield, yeah, and look at the shape, figure 8 on its, yeah, magnetic fields from man's chakras, white blood cells, negative charge, earth, positive charge, yeah. Yeah. Right, yeah, so if anyone wants to jump up, come up now for a bit. If not, let me carry on with these videos for a minute. I was doing something there. Let me. Interesting, Frank. Right.
Kind of thing an actual football fan could dream of saving for. Qatar 2022 pushed it even further. The final climbed towards $1,600, but it still felt controlled. Fixed ticket pricing, smaller country, luxury tournament vibes from the very start. Fans knew what they were walking into, but 2026 feels completely different.
Cool, Peter. Thank you for the stream.
Isn't being priced like a football tournament anymore. It's being priced like a Super Bowl or a music tour. Group stage ticket prices as of now are being priced around $600, which is 3 times more than Russia and Qatar. Opening match seats hitting $2,700, and the final, some projections are pushing close to $11,000. $11,000 for a football ticket. $11,000 anymore. That's the price of a League 2 player. And the scary part is this dynamic pricing. Messi's possible final World Cup, huge nations, North American entertainment culture. FIFA know that people will pay. Will that stop us from enjoying it? we'll have to wait and see. If you compare World Cup ticket prices in 2018, 2022, and 2026, football inflation has genuinely gone rogue. Back in Russia 2018, a World Cup final ticket was between $450 to $1,100. Expensive? Yeah, but still the kind of thing an actual football fan could dream of saving for. Qatar 2022 pushed it even further. The final climbed towards $1,600, but it still felt controlled. Fixed ticket pricing, smaller country, luxury tournament vibes from the very start. Fans knew what they were walking into, but 2026 feels completely different because this World Cup isn't being priced like a football tournament anymore. It's being priced.
These look real. Like, these actually look real. I mean, they are real, but they look real. The side profile.
The 2026 World Cup is officially going to be absolute chaos. FIFA just expanded the tournament to 48 teams. That means 104 matches and a brand new knockout round. Is this too many teams, or is it going to be a masterclass? Drop your thoughts below and subscribe for tomorrow's episode. The 2026.
Get ready because the Simpsons have already made a prediction for the next World Cup final, and it's creepy. Yes, all the way back in 1997, the Simpsons predicted the World Cup final will take place between Mexico and Portugal. But we had one major problem because we did not know what year that final would take place, but now we know. Yes, the Mexico and Portugal final took place in Springfield Stadium in the USA. And this is where it gets creepy. In 2026, the World Cup final will be taking place in the USA. So that means the Simpsons prediction was for the 2026 World Cup final. And as you guys know, the Simpsons are never wrong with their predictions, so this final will happen. Get ready because the Simpsons have already made a prediction for the next.
Huge bombshell coming out of Japan. 20 million people tested. All excess deaths that are happening or occurring in Japan, obviously more excess death than usual. We know why. Are all tied to the vaccine. Now, back in 2023 on Mike of the Night, we were telling you guys with a vaccinologist that came on from Massachusetts. That vaccinologist was explaining through a graph he sent us on the show that one vaccine, your life expectancy, your compromised immune system drops down. We're calling it VAIDS, remember? 2 vaccines, and then it shows how much earlier, how much more detrimental, 3 vaccines and 4, or like basically how many you took and what your life expectancy was going to be cut back. You're going to lose life, basically. And we've had vaccinologists, we've had doctors, we've had funeral directors, we've had pathologists, we had all kinds of people on the Mike of the Night hiding on Odyssey. Go find them. We'll find the episodes of Mike of the Night on Odyssey, hiding on Odyssey, would try and explain to you guys that this stuff is dangerous. Now, if you go back to a 2017 Mike of the Night live stream, which we have to re-upload, it was a live stream of Mike of the Night 2017. It was called Agenda 2020 is coming. They're going to pull the trigger on a pandemic. And in that video, we told you they're going to pull the trigger on a pandemic and they're going to force everyone onto a vaccine. And we knew exactly where this was going. But here's the thing. You guys know this already because now it's mainstream. Now, this is Controlled Information Distribution Network. We knew, a lot of people knew, a lot of doctors lost their jobs, lots of professionals lost their positions because they spoke out against the mainstream media, all those wannabe celebrities telling you, come on, I took my booster, come on, take your shot, come on, you want to kill grandma? All these people are on the hook, in my opinion, for murder. Trust the science, follow this, do that. And the little people, we're trying to get this message out. Man, was I ever trying to get this message. Hundreds of episodes of Mike of the Night on Odyssey from 2020, 21, 22, 23, completely kicked off of every platform. And then Joe Rogan comes forward in 2024, 2025. I don't think this vaccine works, and there's excess deaths are tied to the vaccine. We know that. Controlled information distribution. Russell Brand, everybody's telling you what you already know. The damage is done. Controlled information distribution.
I want to talk about youngsters.
There's Ashley. Right, hold on. It's fucking hot here, man. What was I doing there? I put my fan on. It's too noisy. Yeah, I'm happy for you lot if you're having a beautiful day. If it's not too hot in your parts of the country, beautiful, get out. I did say earlier in the stream, it's been a bit quiet. Got a few in, didn't we, earlier, but it's gone quiet again. I said, I suppose, it started about 12:30. I said, I suppose people are out enjoying themselves, which I hope. But I was saying from here, it's too hot to go out. Well, for me, as the majority of you know, I'm always saying it, I'm normally working, I work nights, so I'm normally sleeping in the day, so I don't get out much. So I don't get to acclimatise to it. So when it's hot, when it's in sort of 28, 29, and I can struggle with that a little bit. The day, when I'm not working, I'm sleeping during the day. But if I get quite a few days off, then I can go out one of the days. And if it happens to be up near 30 degrees, I'll struggle with it a bit now. So today, 33, I'm not going out in that because it will affect me later as well. And because I've got teeth problems. But I should imagine if you lot haven't got all too hot, I should imagine up and down the country, all you lot are out having a beautiful day. And I hope so. It's Monday today, isn't it? So unfortunately, a lot of you got to go back tomorrow. I hope you all went out and, yeah, maybe people went out yesterday and got drunk and sleeping off their hangovers today. And then they're back to work Tuesday, isn't it? Like I say, I was supposed to be in tonight. I'm not now. Because I've got to go to the dentist tomorrow, but I was supposed to be in tomorrow night. I can't sleep in 35 degrees. I can't sleep in 30. It's supposed to be 35 tomorrow in London. So what, I'm supposed to sleep during that and then go to work tomorrow night? No, man. This thing will cost the economy. It could cost me getting in trouble at work, but that's their fault. I need to buy some aircon, one of them aircon units or something. 35 degrees. They will get in trouble. I am agency, but you can't let people down, especially where I am. It's a huge distribution network. Hello, Wonders backstage. What's happening? Medical weed. All right, give me a sec. What was I doing? Man, it's hot. Yes, I see ya.
How you doing?
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, not. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Not bad.
I just seen you were live and I thought I'd pop up.
Yeah, no, good to see you over here, man. How you getting on?
All right. Do you get anybody on here? On your channel?
Do I get do I get anyone on here?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Sometimes. It's Shield Destroyer channel. You've been in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously I'm from there. I get East Crowd come over, or some of them. Sometimes some of them pop up, and then obviously you guys, when I pop into your chat and all that, people pop over as well. But I'm not, as you can see, look, 7. I've got 7, 8. Yeah, I've got, what have I got subs? So I'm not big. I'm a tiny, minuscule channel, actually.
Well, I started off with like 2 people in my chat.
Yeah.
You just got to keep doing them. If you keep doing the lives, people will come.
Do you know what it is, AJ? I've done this because where Shield Destroyer through COVID, he was exposing it, with like truthing on there, trying to expose as much as we could to everyone. And he kept getting strikes, obviously. He lost through COVID, about 6, 7 channels. He says he's up to his 10th channel now. So because you know yourself, isn't it? When you get if you get 3 strikes, you're out. You lose your channel, don't you?
Yeah, I've never lost a channel. I've deleted a lot of channels. I deleted one with 1,100 subs on.
You done what?
I deleted 1,100 subs.
Did you? Fucking hell.
I got fed up with YouTube.
You're not overly clear. Do you reckon you can make your mic a bit clearer, AJ?
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, yeah.
That's a bit better. That's a bit better in itself. Yeah.
I could. What I'll do, I'll go on the computer.
That's a bit better anyway.
I'll go on the computer and I'll go all fucking studio fucking quality.
If you want. That was better as it was, or was you having to literally sit on top of the mic?
Sit on top of the mic. Let's turn the beast on.
Go on, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, you deleted one with 1100, yeah? What, just because of it going on?
I've deleted one with 1100, I've deleted one with 550, I've deleted one with 420, I've deleted one with 200 and something. Listen, I can delete large channels.
Yeah.
Well, but I would have drunk before, you know. I used to get a lot of shit on YouTube.
You said that's why you went on to the medical weed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you had a hard time. That's what I'm saying. I've said to that chubby, he gives people a hard time.
I had a hard time because I had this fucking bird. I got with this bird down fucking Southampton. What she did is she took fucking £3,200 out of me account, robbed me, and then turned around on YouTube and said that I fucking beat her up. So she got me arrested and that.
Yeah.
I went not guilty. So, you know, I went to trial and I fucking won that case. And these bastards on here, they carried it on. Evil cunt.
They're lethal on here. So you got
proof. What I did, because I was drinking special brew, I started drinking more, so I become like a target for in a way, fucking get him around his channel, let him on, let everybody fucking attack him, kick him off. You know, I was just like views, clicks, and fucking subs. You know what I mean, mate?
That's what them channels do. You know that.
And then when I won the case, what I did for 2 years, I fucking went after everybody that fucking, that fucking wronged me, and I didn't stop. And I stopped drinking 5 months ago. Got a different person now.
So she just fucking lied because you got her nick for taking money. She just lied.
No, she got me fucking nicked. She robbed me and then said I beat her up.
All right. And she got proven to be lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's bad, isn't it? Once they fucking. But that's where it goes. You know, we're on here for topical debates, and some people will.
It's like a lot of people that did that to me. I speak to them, you know.
Yeah.
I've forgiven a lot of people for this, but I haven't forgiven a lot of other people for it now.
Well, people try to ruin you because they have a difference of opinion on here. It's ridiculous.
Oh
so
yeah.
The political opinions on here. You know, if you go on some of the chat rooms and you're a bit opposed, or you're not really, you're a bit against to their views and that, but they're trying to bring out some dirt on you. So it's nothing to do with sort of debating and conversing about the subject. Just because you disagree with them, they make some shit up about you and spread it over YouTube. I've had people do videos, stupid videos on here. One of them, I had a cataracts. He said I had a cat scratch. He said I wasn't being patriotic for the country, you know, because I said I'd leave when the country's going to shit. I'm off. You know what I mean?
You know what you need to do? Get Soul Destroyer to you know when you go in live, put it on the community page.
He does that sometimes. Yeah, he does that sometimes. I leave him to it sometimes. Sometimes he jumps on. Sometimes he was on my last one because I moaned at him. I think he jumped up. But he said where he does lives all the time, he likes to sit back and listen to some. But you'll see, he only does a panel every now and again. He only wants the free thing, so you get 5 hours or so. He can't be bothered to sign up to it, nor can I, to be fair. Money isn't the problem at all, but I can't be bothered to give all my details to StreamYard. And and that's what I was saying, AJ. I only set my channel up in case he's got struck again.
Oh, right, yeah.
If you go back, I can't remember, it's a fucking couple of years now, but he got 2 strikes. Something was going on because it's been quiet. CV, COVID has done about 20.
See, this is what I was saying to you. You know, like some of the stuff that you saw on my channel. You might think it's all like okay, but it's not. This is the reason why he's lost them channels, because YouTube don't like you talking about certain shit.
Yeah,
they will put you down. They will put you
that's
down.
what I'm saying. He was getting strikes for the COVID thing, medical misinformation.
Well, everybody was. You mentioned all you need to do was say COVID, and that really channel gone.
That's right. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Now watch that many people lose their fucking channels during COVID.
Yeah. Wikipedia put a thing on, or they put a thing underneath in it, like Illuminati. If you mentioned, they explain that.
Yeah. I know.
They say some conspiracy fit, and then you say about the sky spraying. And he was getting struck, and then that's what I'm saying.
Well, why didn't he move it to Rumble and fucking Telegram like everybody else did?
Yeah, he couldn't be bothered. But later on, it went quiet. That's what it was. So, because I had a little period out of work, I weren't complying with their bullshit. My workplace were doing all that, sticking the shit up your nose and bursting.
I could tell him how it's done, right? So what he needs to do is fucking get himself a Telegram group. When he's live, when you want to talk about shit that you can't fucking talk about on YouTube, get all the viewers to jump over to Telegram.
Yeah, I think he's aware.
It's an encrypted platform over there. You can talk about whatever you want.
All right, that'd be good to know when they start some lockdown shit again. Because the next
one. Where do you think everybody went during COVID?
Yeah,
they were all on fucking Telegram where people could speak freely.
We was battling the shills that were doing these bollocks marches in London as well, though, and Clapham Common, CC, all Pierce Brosnan, all these actors and little wankers. We was trying to out all of them. But then I rapidly got back to work around 2022 when it was dying down. I needed to get back, man. And so I didn't get, that's 4 years ago now. But during that time, that's what happened, AJ. He done a couple of videos. It was a couple of years ago on avian flu. People, you'd be interested to know. They've been keeping it quiet. I'll be careful on my one now, actually.
Well, you know what happened with the avian flu? They put it all into the COVID jab.
Huh?
They put all that shit into the fucking COVID jab, didn't they?
What shit?
Avian flu and all that, the antivirus, and they're still doing it today.
Yeah, they're saying, that if you look it up on that. So SD done a video and he got a strike. This is about a year back, and he got two with the avian flu. They're shutting farms up and down the country. They're saying it's because of avian flu. So you can imagine how that will move in strategically for food shortages. If all these chicken farms are getting shut down up and down the country. And he got a strike for that as well. And I think it's last year. And he to be fair, I think I've had this channel only for about a year now. But I'm not that concerned about spreading it and that. It was more a backup one because I see, AJ, all these lockdowns, when these wars kick in properly and the food shortages this year and petrol short, I see proper sort of, riots taking place and everything. And there could be electric power outages. So I literally want to stay in contact with the people on here that care about me, to the same through CV to support each other through these things. Because a lot of people did come to SD's channel for support as well, because you wondered if you was going mad because people around you weren't listening to you, but you come on here and realise there was some sane people. You know what I mean?
Have you got a banner? Have you got a banner? When you let people on, have you got a banner? Because you need one.
I know. I've for the porn bombers. I normally check them out. I don't know how to do that. I'm terrible with.
Right. So down the bottom of the screen, can you see how you've got the boxes?
Yeah.
With the little faces in, right? So can you see the one at the end? Press that.
Which one at the bottom in the studio? I've got tools. There's a gig at a fucking wheel.
No, not the settings. The boxes. That where you can. People are on the panel. You can change it all.
Oh, so the one on the very left.
Like that little boxes, aren't there?
That one, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's the one that you need when somebody comes on the panel. Press that
before they come up.
Yes.
Right. Thank you.
Nobody's told you that. They should have done.
I know.
If you press that, what that does, it keeps you solo layer, and they're underneath you.
Yeah.
Right, and if they're going to do silly bollocks, right, you can just remove them from the bottom.
thankfully, I don't think I've been porn bombed. I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't.
No, I've told you that because if Fat Falma finds out where I come, she will target your channel. But she didn't know your channel.
No, I stay out of. I think she's written here before. I stay out of it, or I'm just polite to. I don't. I've seen it all at age on unfold on Chubby's. People's addresses getting doxed, and
yeah, you know what that shit.
I was like, I'm staying out of that, man. So I'm polite. I know what people have done. I've seen it, but I don't start judging. It's that people don't talk about me. I won't talk about them. You know what I mean?
You don't need to talk about them. They're fucking weird. The creeps, the weirdo freaks.
Yeah, Chubby doesn't help. You don't want.
I'll tell you what they do is they attack anybody that I come in contact with because they can't get to me because they can't trigger me.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's why you're sensing someone coming in.
They used to trigger me. I used to get triggered to fault when I was drinking, but I used to trigger them even more.
Yeah,
you know, because I do some fucking horrible shit to them. You know, because they'd be going around YouTube spreading shit about me, so I used to troll them. But I don't do that shit no more. I just want to, you know, like get on YouTube and create a channel. But what they don't like is because I've changed it round, and you know, my channel's popping now. They don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, some nights I'm doing like 10, 11 subscribers. Some nights I'm doing like 4 subscribers.
Yeah, I'm seeing you're getting like average over 30 in the chats and that.
Well, sometimes it's like 60 odd. It depends what night it is and who's live when I go live. But I don't do that shit, you know, like, oh, he's live. I'm not going to get many views if I go live tonight. You know, I just go live anyway, and I just stay live for like 6-7 hours.
Yeah. No, if you want to go, you go live, innit? People in the chat, if you want to talk to Medical West Weed Test Dummy, put your link in the thing as well in the chat if you can. AJ, he got onto the medical weed through the different ones on site and that. So if people got questions, I was asking him. That's why I went onto his channel to ask him. So because the legalized side of it is that's the legalized side of it. I was asking about myself. So if anyone's got any questions on the using the medical weed now, or if you want to go over to his channel. But Chubby, careful of him. I said to Esther, he said, don't tell me channels. He said, they're just arguing over there. I said, I never told him Chubby's. It was Myaz, what's his name? Mandate my house. It was him who told him to go over there. I said, no, Chubby's just like strolling. But the last time we went into SDs, he was actually constructive. But that was in the chat. I can't imagine what it'd be like in the
you've somebody's like now, aren't you?
Yeah, no, he's bad. He just that's how he gets his views. He lets the and all the doxing. The channel's dangerous. All the doxing. Again, if people don't agree with each other, that should be fine. You should try and talk it out. Try and convert. Don't try and rip someone apart with lies.
I'll tell you what he does. He finds a channel, right, and go on it. He'll have a bit of banter. Then he'll upset somebody, and then he'll get traction back to his own channel. You know, he wants people to come and follow him back to his own channel. And then it's like, well, come up on his channel. I'll come on the channel and I'll be saying that, yeah. And then they'll just take the piss out of you.
Yeah.
It's like, I could see what they were going to do to you, but there's no point in me telling you because you've got to make up your own mind. It's like, that's trying to influence your decision. You need to be burnt by him first.
What was he trying to do? I forgot again. What did he caught me out, didn't he?
Got it. Right. So yeah, without insulting, he can insult you.
Yeah.
Without,
I said he's intelligent.
Well, he's not. He's just learned the game of how to upset people on YouTube. I mean, I'm a fucking expert at that.
Go on,
he's just a clown at it.
What did he say again? I missed it.
It's so obvious and transparent to me and others, but not to you.
No, he is. Remember, I've come on there and told him he's out of order to AK and all that because he lets people. And then you said you and Neo said, yeah, he let you two do the same. I said I'm observant of how he just lets people lose the plot on his channel.
He's let this man make out that Neo's a pervert. It's like somebody make out that I'm a fucking handbag thief and all sorts of shit. I've docked my own fucking driving license, to prove that this person on the fucking newspaper article is not me.
No, he's a nightmare. I don't go to his channel. I don't go to his channel.
And what's happening now is Chubby's got my driving license, and last night, if you look at his stream, look all the way through it. You got my face, my driving license. Underneath, it's like AJ, nonce, paedophile, fucking all sorts of shit. As the title for the name.
Right.
He knows it's over now. He's pissed me off.
What he put that title, is he?
Well, it's not a title. It's an avatar. He just left it on screen and went to sleep last night. So he's got my driving license. Because what's happened is because I've sobered up, I've realised that he's been the person all along that's been trying with the avatars, to get traction back to his channel.
Yeah.
There's another person called, like Falman and fucking Ultra. And they've been doing it, but he's been doing it as well. He's been somebody called Truth Seeker.
Mm.
And I figured him out, when he was on my channel, because he would actually, like changing his fucking name and avatar and shit.
Oh, right. I think I see that.
He's come backstage, he fucked up, come backstage as Truth Seeker and then changed it to Chubba.
Let me see. No, well, fucking just, yeah.
He knows I've sussed him out now, so last night he was using all the avatars that he's been trolling me with. In other words, it's like, yeah, look, I've got all these avatars, this was me all along. He's a fucking creep bastard. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send him a fucking laptop, right, or a tablet.
Mm.
After everything he'd done to me, and then I found out that he's been the one trolling me all along.
Oh. No, I'd stay away. Don't use him for traction neither.
No. But listen, this is not traction. This is destruction.
Well, if you want to get, his channel, if you want to do that, but otherwise, get on with your channel because it's growing anyway. You've got a base, a foundation of the, the medical weed, and
it's gone from 100 and something in his chat to 30 odd.
Yeah.
That's because he's playing around with me, and he's playing the wrong game. Well, I told him I'd fucking not that fucking cockiness out of him, and I have done.
Mm.
He thinks it's all about subscribers. He thinks because he's got like 1,400 subscribers or whatever. He thinks it's all about that. It's not about that. I've been here when this community started, way before it.
Yeah.
But this community, what me and Chubby are now, I was one of the first, didn't it? You know what I mean? When it first started.
Was that like was that around when CV come in?
Yeah. No, it was just before that. Just before this community.
Late 2019.
2020, something like that.
Yeah, CV come in March. Well, but 2019. That's why it was in. They talked about it in Event 201, didn't they, in Japan?
Yeah, I've known Chubby about 4 years, something like that.
What's happening, Word? Afternoon? Well, fuck them. Get on with your... What's the temperature like where you are, AJ? Just changing gear quickly.
I don't lie, I haven't fucking been out yet.
It's too hot in London, bro. It's 33. What's it now? Let me check my fucking phone.
Well, think what it's like at the other side of fucking Hampshire.
Why?
Gets fucking warm down there. You know, like where Beachhead fucking beach is, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but when you're down, when you're down, see, it's 32 now in London. When you're down near the beach and the British, it's more manageable. AJ,
listen. So when you get down the other side of Hampshire, what's it called? Beachhead Beach. What I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah,
beach.
Yeah, down past Kent.
Yeah, well, down there it's like an alcove, isn't it?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And it's it's like it's covered by the rocks. You know what I mean?
Right,
and
yeah.
They don't seem to get the fucking wind and shit, but they seem to get all the best weather.
Yeah.
That's why I live with that fucking bird down there. It was fucking red hot. some of that went down.
Well, I'll tell you, London, mate, honestly, it's a different ball game, man.
Red hot, I know. I've been stuck down the fucking tube when it's been like that.
Oh, fuck that, man. But this weather getting into the sort of temperatures he's getting into is sorry, I'm just looking fucking these sort of mid-30s, then that's not, it's supposed to be 35 tomorrow. That's not normal, you know. So like when you say you've been on the underground, it was only 2020 when we broke 40, and Cambridge got it a bit north to us as well. London broke 40. And whoever was on the underground must be people that are younger or used to the heat, because I would have fucking died down there, man. So like our temperature years ago, sort of the last 20 years is when you get in the over 30s. But in the 80s and 90s, London, like 29 was considered hot. 30 was really hot. It didn't, but now every year it just bumps it.
Yeah, but it's 30 odd. It's more than that in the fucking tube.
Oh, it's fucking awful.
But fucking lingers in them, in them little tunnels down there.
It's horrendous.
It traps.
It's horrendous, AJ, but it's supposed to be 35 tomorrow. That's Tuesday, back to work. I'm supposed to be in work tomorrow night. I'm supposed to be in tonight, but I'm off because of my teeth. I've got to go to the dentist tomorrow. Get antibiotics. But tomorrow's supposed to be 35. So theoretically, I'm supposed to be sleeping tomorrow. I'm going to work in 35 and going to work tomorrow night. London's not made for it. There's not enough air. The buildings are not made for it. The city's not made. Those kind of temperatures you need to be down the coast, you know?
Well, that's the thing. You've got all the high buildings down London Centre, so it blocks all the fucking wind, and so you just getting like fucking humidity.
Oh, it just contains the heat like an oven. All the brickwork, everything. If I travel further southeast, I go towards Kent, to the countryside. If you're in the shade, that's better. You'll get a breeze. And you've got greenery around you, not buildings chucking off heat. And if I go even further, I get to the coast, which is even better.
It's probably fucking red hot. I'll go out after.
Open your door. Have a walk outside. You're. I know you're pretty. You don't up north, ain't you? You don't have to say, but you're up the M1, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm M65.
Yeah, so I don't know what you're getting.
M65, right? Junction 11. 5 Aircon Muse BB12 6EW.
I see someone doxing your address the other day. It's ridiculous, isn't it? That's why I don't go in his chat room, you know. Fuck that. And
it's my address, though.
What's that then? What's that? Leeds or something? Or
no, it's Burnley.
Where? Oh, okay,
Burnley.
all right. So what's it supposed to be up there today? 26, 27 or something?
I think 27 it's meant to be today.
That's what I'm saying.
It was fucking 30 the other day. Yesterday.
Oh, is it? Well, tomorrow it's blowing up. This bloom, like a bloom of heat. It's going up that M1. I think Wales are getting 34. I think you lot are going to get 30 again.
I've got this fucking big CarPlay thing on my fucking dashboard, and I went over a speed bump and fucking, like, it had really strong fucking glue stuff that it sticks to your dashboard with. It fucking melted and fell off.
Yeah, I bet.
So I need to find something to stick that back on now.
Yeah, open your door, see what it's like. Fuck, I bet the heat's beating up there.
Let's have a look. See, I can't tell in here because it's heavily insulated in here.
Is it cool in there?
Fucking knee bugs, aren't they? Yeah, it's warm.
Yeah.
Definitely warm. Yeah.
It was at about 12:30, 1 o'clock. It was still 20 degrees in London.
Yeah.
At 12, 1 in the morning last night, it was still 20 degrees. That's just in London. That's at night in London.
How do I do this? Come on. Oh, I'm not going to phone somebody today. I can't remember what I said I'm going to phone.
No, don't worry.
Oh, it's like, back here.
I don't know. Frank's saying 28 degrees in shade here, Oneness at 2 p.m. Just a normal summer. Yeah, well, fucking 34, 35 tomorrow isn't a normal summer. Fucking that looks nice.
That's my car, the black one.
Yeah. Don't show your number plate for that.
I'll just fall, man.
Yeah, it looks hot there. Looks like the sky is clear. Is there no chemtrails?
Huh?
No chemtrails in the sky.
No. There's no chemtrails in the sky.
That's what I'm saying. It's all blue skies, isn't it? So that's why it's so fucking hot. I swear. Yeah, it looks nice.
I had Art Stew on me live last night, and he was down by the beach. And
yeah, I like Art. He was down by the what with the dog.
Yeah, but if you look on me live, oh no, I had to I removed that one last night because fucking Neil said something.
Oh, right.
But we're down by the fucking beach, and there was like a red mist coming off. You know, like where you can see the sunrise, you know, in the distance, you know. Every sunrise, it was just like a fucking red mist.
That's where they say like the sun, you know, the
like
sun
a red smog.
You know, the sun can walk on water, so they say Jesus could walk on the sun can walk on water, but they're talking about the sun shining on the water, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what that way. It was like a fucking red mist.
Yeah, a red mist. Fucking, that's probably all the shit coming down from the sky spraying, probably collecting or something. Well, you can see it. You can see it on your live though.
Yeah, I could see it on the live. It was just all the way. You could just see in the distance in the sea. You could just see like a red mist all the way along.
I'll check that out. Hold on, I was trying to look for
all the shit that they're dumping into the ocean.
Right. Okay.
What knows what it is?
And he's walking. He walks the dog for hours. The dog loves it, isn't it?
Fucking hours, you're
Huh?
It goes out. He don't come back for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Right, so I was on the live. I'd done like a fucking 7-hour live, and he goes, "Oh, I'm just taking the dog out," and he goes, "Stay on till I walk the dog." I said, "Yeah, all right then." An hour and 20 minutes. I'm like, "I'm going to bed." He's like, "I've only gone for a short walk today, AJ. Where are you going?" I just fucking went, boom, ended the live.
Yeah, his dog must be happy. His dog gets good walks, man.
It's not that. I would have been on till about 9:30. Oh no, I just left him. I left him on the live, and I'm glad I did go to bed. That's right, because he was still walking the dog an hour later.
What, through the night was that?
Yeah, through the night and into the morning. No, from the morning, darkness into the light. Sorry. So he went out. He went out at about 5:30. He didn't come back till about fucking 8 o'clock.
Oh, nice. I love watching all of that because I ain't got the garter or dog at the moment or any pet. It's nice. I'd love to be out doing them walks.
Oh, the dog loves it. Did you not see it climb that tree?
I did. I see it walking across a tree, and when it's hopping around the field.
And it fell, didn't it?
Yeah. It's a lovely dog. He says his channel is for peace and harmony, like come over for good vibes.
It is. If you go over to his, it's similar to mine.
Art Stew.
You know where no dickheads will get on there.
Oh, good, right.
They're locked off. You know, the knobheads are locked off the channel.
Yeah, I can see he's sensible, and Rob Random alike as well. He don't suffer no fools.
No, he's admin on my channel.
Yeah, I like Rob Brandon. Good. That's what I mean. If I come, I don't want to come. That's why I don't go to Chubby's because I know what it's about. I know. I don't. You're exposed when you go in there. There's no protection.
No. You know, they also should protect you.
Yeah, SD keep saying I never told him to go there, man. It is mandate. I said Smilers. I don't know if you know him, but Smilers channel's all right. He's all right. He seems. But then
you should be made to be made welcome. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of people don't like AK, but I won't let anybody attack him. But if he's been a dickhead, You know, they'll have like a discussion, but not an argument.
Yeah, no, your deal with it then. You're sort of try and calm him down. If he won't calm down, you'll put him backstage.
I just kick him and say, "Come back tomorrow" or something. But he never fucking learns.
You're doing the he probably realizes the next day you're doing him a favor. You know what I mean? Whereas other people will exploit him for views.
What they're doing to Aircades is exactly what they're doing to me. What they did to me when I was a pisshead. Exactly the same, not different. They've just moved on to AK more. This is to me and AK, but they've moved on to him more now.
No, if Art Stew and you lot won't tolerate people doxing and all that, then you feel safer to come over, you know.
Well, over this side, there's only man in his channel where people don't, go up and everybody else you go, it's arguing. I don't know if you've been over to Gypsy Devs. So see, he started off like me, with a chill channel, and then it just turned to shit. And I'm not doing that with man.
Yeah, he seems alright. I was writing in there. I think there's a misunderstanding. Someone on the panel. I think they got a misunderstanding there. But someone on the panel said it was Vincent. He said he put all his shares.
Vincent.
He was against cannabis, weed, this, that, but he said he put all his shares into stocks and shares into medical, pharmaceutical cannabis, weed, and I put a comment in, that's hypocritical, but they was all having an argument with someone called Lammy or something, and I think I got mixed up in I should have addressed it to Vincent Vega, because I think someone put Dave and someone put, "Are you here to agitate?" And I thought, no, because Vincent said, "Oh, you can use that against me later." He laughed at it. He said, "Oh, he knew he was being a hypocrite," because he said he's not up for people smoking green, and he doesn't want people smoking cannabis and all that legally. But yeah,
I've been into it. I've been into this conversation with him.
Well, and then he said he put all his money into shares for pharmaceutical medicinal weed, and I thought, how hypocritical is that? How can you not be up for legalizing it here, but you put all your money you've got into shares, you put it into pharmaceutical medicinal purposes for cannabis, isn't it?
Because
and I put that's a hypocrite or something like that in the chat. And and Dave and Beyonce was having their own thing with Lammy, and I think I got caught up in all the thing and got blocked.
I've heard him say that about the medical thing as well.
Yeah, so I think I meant to address it to Vincent Vega, but then I've heard he's gone missing or something, can he?
Well, listen to this. He come on my live and he's like, "Oh, well done for AJ for getting off the alcohol, and hear that you're on the medical cannabis and you're doing well now." Don't listen to Vincent. He just said it to wind you up. But people are saying he's dead now.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Huh?
I've heard he's passed away or he's gone on holiday.
Oh. Gone on holiday.
I pop into some of them. Like you said, there's quite a lot of arguing in there, but I pop into some of these ones of the politics. They're sort of right at the middle, right centre. Some of the comments seem quite far right. So
what do you think? What do you think about?
I won't say that about the hosts.
What do you think about when people die and they all just hunt for like the clicks and views, don't they?
Oh, you definitely hold tight. You definitely want concise confirmation, wouldn't you? I suppose.
Yeah, but they all run with it, and how can they justify that they're getting clicks and views for this? And they're saying, well, we're not, but they are.
Because he was very right in his politics and views. He wouldn't deny he was
very intelligent.
He was very intelligent, but he's definitely very right at the centre, and he wouldn't deny that. And apparently, he was a radio presenter in his past. I've been listening into some of these. Because they're opposed different views to I've got, I listen into some of these, that Society X and Dave. I listening because you've got to know where people are coming from and what they're feeling to be able to compromise or meet in the middle. If you don't know other people's views and where they feel they're being hard done by, you can never meet in the middle. So sometimes I go across to talk, isn't it? You've got to talk to understand where sort of left and right are coming from to meet in the middle, isn't it?
So did you ghost Chubby's channel before you went on that, or did he come over to you?
No, I went. Where did I see these? I just see it just comes up in your feed sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I recognise a couple of names in there. Or it might have been that Mandate Myers. No, it was that Mandate. I think you know the one in Mandate Myers. It's him. Said to SD come across there over a year ago now. Only about 18 months. I was working. I work nights, isn't it? I was saying to you. So I sometimes when I listen into some of these lives. And I was hearing this Chubby and this AK and all that. I thought all they're doing is arguing. I was more looking for political and truther channels. Like SD's, like he doesn't say it's a truther channel, but channels looking for the truth and discussing, trying to find the truth. You know what I mean?
Well, be careful
these channels just about music, arguing and music, so that's no good.
Well, be careful of an account called Truth Seeker, because that's Chubby.
All right, yeah, I've seen that. I'm sure. Okay, nice one.
Because that'd definitely ring bells to you, wouldn't it? I said that'd definitely ring bells to you now, wouldn't it? Truth Seeker.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So it's not necessary. If have a discussion on people's channels, we're talking about sort of what happened in COVID, what's coming now, these wars, and there's going to be more lockdowns coming. Like we said, this year is going to go to shit by the end of it, probably. No fuel, fucking power outages. So we're doing these channels, like I say. So my one was a support in case SD's goes down. We supported each other through We'll do it again, and unless there's cyber attacks or there's power outages, we'll be communicating on these platforms again. If they're going to be going for lockdowns again, AJ, you know.
Oh, we'll see, won't we?
Climate
because they realised that the lockdowns didn't work. If you look, they realised that to spread it was the way, because that's the way that the virus. You know, he got stronger and stronger, and then it just got weaker and weaker. So they fed the virus. They realised by keeping people at home, the virus would always be there.
That's if there was even a virus.
Of course they were.
Huh?
Of course they were. Listen, I had it. It fucked me up. I thought I was going to die of it.
I think there was
and then I ended up having one of the jabs like a fucking idiot.
Oh, no. A lot of people remember right at the beginning of March when the lockdown happened, 3/22, 22nd of March. The fucking they moved. I think it's 1.5 or 2.5 million elderly. They took them all out of the hospitals. They was all really ill. These are people elderly waiting on operations, really ill, and they put them in all the care homes. So all the care homes, people were dying left, right, and centre. Obviously, because you could do that now, and the same thing would happen. Because in the care homes, they're all elderly with low immune systems. So if there was a little bit of a flu outbreak, bang all these sick people in hospitals with low immune systems into care. The figures were all cooked, AJ. There was people dying, and they said a lot of the elderly, they was putting oxygen, blowing oxygen into their lungs, and it was blowing their lungs out and killing them.
I don't know what they were up to.
So maybe some little bio thing went out there, but it weren't causing the deaths they said it was. No way. They was listing COVID for anything. Car accidents, you was dying of COVID. COVID crisis, CC. A lot of them.
See, just what you said there alone could get you struck.
Yeah, well, no, not that. Like you said, you can that stuff at the moment you can get away with. You'll know when shit starts getting tight again. If they're going for some lockdown or something happens, that whatever that subject to be, they restrict you from saying it. At the moment, they're letting you say pretty much most fucking things.
So when you get the haters and then you get the people watching, you know, you're getting the numbers and you get the mass reporters, it's different. Sometimes the algorithm doesn't pick up on it, but you know, when people mass report, it's different.
Well, that's why I said if this message gets out there, there's ghosters here. There's other people view it through more people see it than you think sometimes. But if it gets out there to to the right people, then that's what matters. Because, like I say, I'm not looking for loads of subs in a crowd. Quite the opposite, actually. I'm sort of piggy banking SDs, help in case these goes down. People have still got somewhere to come and talk. So I'm not looking to get this striped neither. But wordplay, get out of London would be my best advice. Oneness, I know, mate. It's work. I'm going to see how this year goes, isn't it? If it all starts going to pot, I will be. I'm going to carry on working, carry on saving. I'm going to get out this summer if it gets too hot. I know that fucking much, but keep going. But if things go south, if things go bad, I'll hang about to see if it's short term. If it's all long term shortages this summer. Imagine the summer without everyone's using their fans and then the electric goes down. That's what I mean. Imagine being in them hot countries where without the aircon, you know. Frank, careful, don't be duped. Walk on water refers to the truth prophet destroying Roman legislation. Read Romans and Bible for more than 1611 AD or earlier book. All right. Maritime law, Roman law legislation, dupes. Okay. You reckon it's a maritime thing? Walk on water, not to be taken literally. It's probably to do with your fictitious character again, isn't it? Go on, AJ, sorry.
Yeah, the thing with London is you work all your life, but you can never build, really anything. But up here, because of the cost of living down there, because up here it's different. You know, you can bank and save up here.
It's fucking ridiculous. One bedrooms round my way are $1,400 a month. I pay over 11 now and council tax, bills, everything. My outgoings are fucking ridiculous. Mortgage.
So if you had the same job with the same wage up here, I think what you could bank.
Yeah, I'm on all right money as well. I'm on good money as well.
I mean, this place, what I've got here, I think it's £111 a week. Down London, you probably pay about fucking £1,000 for this.
Okay, now one bedrooms are going for £1,000. Bed sits are going for £1,000 a month in London. Fucking 3-bedroom houses are $4 grand a month. The flat below me went for 270 grand. 1 bedroom, small. 270 grand.
And then
the rent would probably be about $1,300-1,400 a month.
And up here, you can fucking literally buy a house for like fucking $5 grand. But you've got to have the money to do it up, to bring it back to standard.
Yeah, see, up there, you best be self-employed and have your own business. But all the kind of work, I don't go into detail, but my company's huge, distribution all over the country. So if there was a hub near you, I'd go there. And then I'd be earning all right, good money for the area. So, yeah, I could probably buy somewhere easily. Because here I'm earning good money. But London's got way out of control. The last 10 years, 5 years, good money ain't good money no more. It's unbelievable.
Up here for 180 grand, you can get a decent fucking bungalow.
Yeah,
or a decent fucking house in, decent area.
Yeah, 1-bedroom flat below me, 270 grand. And there's 1 bedrooms going in Brockley for 450. Brockley, Dulwich, Blackheath, Greenwich, 450, 400, 1-bedroom flats for the prime areas, next to stations, Forest Hill. 3-bed house is like around these areas I've just said are $1 million.
So anywhere that's near the tube, they charge a lot of money.
They're a mil upwards now. 3-bedroom houses. They've gone up. They've gone a mil up now. They're only
what about the fucking parking spaces? What you can buy down London? How much are there now?
Oh, fuck.
2 million, 3 million.
God, really? Garages, things like that. I have to pay 140 to park outside. I have to pay 140 a year to park on my road.
I tell you what I like what they've got down London, where you can rent a car and you literally just go and pick the key up from a destination.
Yeah, it's almost like jumping on them.
They're like key safes, aren't they? They have like key safes all over London.
Yeah, it's like jumping on. You got the green rental bikes in London. It's almost as easy as jumping on one of them.
You phone the number and they say, right, this is where you go for the key, and this is where the car's parked.
Yeah,
and this is where you bring it back.
I can't remember how much an hour it is. It was £10 an hour.
Yeah, they're not fucking cheap.
No, I think it's about £20 an hour or more now.
It's more than that.
Yeah,
London, isn't it?
We're fucked. London. All the cars are going, like a quarter of them are going electrics just on this way in. We're fucked in London. The movement is going fast here now. The driverless cabs are all over London now. Fuck it, they're fucking up. But the technology, it would be driverless lorries, all the fucking robots are going, all the Amazon warehouses, all the shops, all the jobs are going soon. Quick, London's getting it first.
Where's that Temu warehouse? Is it London?
Probably. They're just run by robots, Amazon ones now. So if you're saying Temu's probably, they're all going to go the same way. I was watching that on YouTube, like sorting out the parcels, the robots. It's slow, but fuck me.
Did I tell you about that keyboard? And so it's £5.49 online. If you go in Tesco, the same keyboard they're selling for £15.99. I'm thinking, what the fuck? How can you make £11 fucking profit on that real retail price when you've got that for like fucking probably £2.50? When they bought them all in fucking bulk, proper greedy bastards. When they're robbing the public.
Yeah, well, fucking prices. But look at the petrol at the moment; it's going through the roof. But they're ready. They're ready. The population. They're ready for a population reduction. That's why they've got autonomous robots, everything ready, getting ready to go into place. All the machines and that getting ready to take our place because they're going to be sending so many fucking people to war.
But how much do you burn your vehicle a week? How much do you burn in your car a week? Have you got a car?
Yeah.
How much do you burn in?
Oh, petrol. Luckily, I've just got. It's just a 1200 turbo. So if I don't mess with the turbo too much, it can last longer. But 2 weeks, yeah, like 55, 60 quid for 2 weeks. It's not bad at all. What about yourself?
I've got about 50 in it.
How long's that last?
I don't know, about 10 days or something. It depends. It depends how far I go.
Well, I'm normally only using it for work and back.
I'm using it for cruising.
Is it come dogging?
No.
I'm only going work and back, which is about 10 miles there, 10 miles back, roughly. Come the weekend, if I'm in work, if I'm not, I'm normally sleeping or I go pub, so I don't use the car. I'll do my shop in the morning when I finish Saturday morning or so, or during the week. Then I'll just park the car. I'll park the car up and leave it.
Let me think. 1.2 with a turbo. Don't tell me you've got a fucking Fiat Panda.
No. I don't want to say too much online. I got just a Skoda in it.
Skoda Fabia 1.2.
Everyone's going to have these little cars soon. Like I said, look at the price.
I don't want one. I don't want a little car.
No, but you're not going to be able to afford the petrol for the bigger cars soon.
Like I said, I will.
Oh, all right. Well, all right. You're going to be spending a lot.
Oh, and I am.
There's some big cars where I work. Really good cars, man. I've kept mine little. The cost of it, like I said, I have to pay 140 just a year just to park on my road.
Well, I might get rid of this next year and get a camper.
Well, this is what I was just going to say. Fucking hell, reading each other's mind.
No, you were saying it on mine that you want to get a camper and fuck off.
Oh,
That's what I'm going to do.
Well, I could afford a better car right now as well. I could get one on fine. I could get a brand new Merc on what are they, 300 a month? What's the point? I can get a brand new Merc, 300 a month. I could drive it, but there's no point.
I could get one of them and just go off and then come back.
I'll get a small one, the A3s. I'll get a small Audi or a small Merc, like brand new. They're on finance. Waste of time because the money's going nowhere. I'm doing that with my rent. It's just going into a fucking hole. It's no good. So yeah, as you said there, that's what I'm ideally saving for. But you know, my time period, I need a bit more time, I think, than what's going on around me. But yeah, are you contemplating the same thing, camper van or motorhome?
I've always wanted one.
Yeah, I have for a long time now.
You've been watching too much van life for the you.
No, it's the fault of just after that lockdown, AJ made it more something I wanted, because I thought, right, that's a lesson learnt there. They pull that shit again, I'm off.
Well, there were people that disappeared off, weren't there?
There was lots. There's communities in Wales and Cornwall that have been going before COVID, but they went bigger, and there's more that started up where they're self-sufficient, solar panels and growing food. There's various, because that COVID changed people. They're like, right, we're going to be trying to be ready for them next time.
They were pulling them over on the side of the road and sending them home, weren't they? When they send them out of town,
you see,
with the campers.
This is my point, and if they get strict like that, because the facial recognition, remember, so they said they're going to have it, so your 15-minute cities or where they could go with the next lockdowns and fuel, right? You're only going to be able to use your car on certain days. This is where they're going to go with these fuel rations. And they can do it that when you come out your area, you won't be able to fill up the petrol.
Have they not trowing it down? Have they not been trowing it down London in the superstores for the shoplifters?
Yeah, the facial recognition thing.
Because they said about 3 months ago that it was coming in, and they were trowing it somewhere.
That one that was in the news in Sydenham, South East London's where I go sometimes. I've stopped doing it because of that. I think I forgot the other day. It was on the news. That's South East London. That's not far from me. But what I'm saying, they're going to do it so you won't. Your credit card won't work if you're out of your area or in your zone. So if you try and travel on the camper van, and you won't be able to fill up with petrol. But if they're going to go that heavy and that strict, you'll get out at some point, because there's always a way. But what I'm saying, if you're in a camper van, AJ, you can go through the tunnel, can't you, and fuck off. I know European countries will have similar restrictions, but I'm talking going into the fucking Himalayas. Keep going past Switzerland and North India, like the Himalayas, where people can't catch her. You with me?
Did you see the video I did on Chubba? Did you not?
Yeah, yeah.
The one with the cycle thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Swan kicker. He's such a swan kicker.
I know, I did give it to him when I come on yours. Hold up. Is that you in the private chat? Oh no, you put Backstain. Let me show a couple of these, AJ. Hold on. I got to Ashley. He's going to think, well, how comes I stopped on these short? Just before, let me cut. I was just showing a couple, the World Cup thing this summer. There's Disclosure, the film, the opening ceremony is on the 11th of June, and then that film Disclosure, Steven Spielberg, is on the 12th of June. Let's see what's
the generations that have been most affected by the clown show that's being brought in. So let's think logically about this. In the past, drug dealers have used children to transport drugs in perhaps the handlebar grips of their push bikes, things like this, okay? And the reason they do this, one, is because they are suspected less of being involved in a crime, and two, because they can't be prosecuted if they're caught. Think about the situation we're in. Think about what needs to be done. And think about, and I'm not abdicating responsibility here for any of this, I'm just thinking logically. I hope that makes sense to you. Are they going to open fire on children? No. Are they going to prosecute children? No, because they're not of legal age. They use children, right? Maybe it's time we use the children, if you see what I mean.
Ow! That's oh shit! Oh my god!
It's like he's battling a tiger. Oh shit!
Watch this. Living Magazine just named 50 Cent.
I was on the World Cup stuff. It's come completely off topic. It's throwing me everywhere.
Sale.
Every family should keep this peeler on hand.
Are you
It peels
addicted
fruits
to
and
those?
vegetables.
No. It's
So why are you acting like a bloody fool?
No, I was showing that there was a short on this up and coming World Cup. Let me get rid of it. There was a short, and there was quite a few. I went through them. It's, will it look things like hold it here? Look, hold on. Oh, pause that. Hold on. It's fucking hot. I'll put my fan on soon, man. It makes too much noise though. A lot of people saying it's Portugal and Mexico, American, Canada, isn't it? New Jersey, that's where the final is. I think, Steve. Portugal, Mexico, that's Simpsons. Springfield Stadium. Tomorrow, Munster of Perth. Springfield. Which stadium will hold the 2026 World Cup from New York, New Jersey. Are you seeing this, AJ? Hope with his hand signal. See the St. George's Cross. Genoa in Italy. Obviously the Knights Templars.
Every family should.
No, well, that's like I say, Disclosure, the film that's coming out on the 12th. What's his? Yes, Oneness research neuromorphic computing. It's extraordinary technology already long here. Fucking hell, neuromorphic. What morphing neurology? Our brains. Car auctions with stock, even camper. Oh, here, AJ. Car auctions, chocker with stock, even campers. Some really great deals. Cheap. Just be aware of the pitfalls. Research before commit. I mean, ideally, you want a camper van that can run on fucking hydrogen, water, and fucking solar, don't you? Idea like brand new motorhomes start at 65 grand, brand new. Brand new campers won't be far less. So second hand. I know people saying you can, but yeah, the pitfalls, as the older they get, they must be fucking huge.
Yeah, Rob said to me, he said, "Oh, I'll swap you for my car." I'm like, "Fuck that."
Why? What has he got?
A 1992 fucking camper. and I've got a fucking top of the range fucking 3008 fucking 3008 Peugeot. You know, panoramic roof, fucking everything on it. You know what I mean? And he wants to swap for that piece of shit. Joking.
If it's in good condition, he's want to be worth like over 30, over 40 grand, isn't it?
No.
If it's in good condition, is it not in good condition?
He said it drives, but it sounds like an old bag of fucking nails.
They do sound, them old VW, they do sound rough though. But yeah, like you well looked after, you'll get 250 to 500, you'll get 500, like 500,000 and some if it's looked after.
I could just swap it for a fucking proper one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because people want them as collector's items, they pay more than
yeah, they hold the money, but the fucking rust buckets. Give us a sec.
Go on, mate. I mean, it'd be needs must as well. If things go to shit and you don't want to stay where you're living, then that's when things like camper vans are going to become more attractive. And you're gonna maybe compromise with certain things. Here, let me try this one then for a second. Let me get let me remove that. Let me just quickly play Sack here. Let me try this. Get rid of that. Oh, all right. Yeah, let me try this a second. Oh, is it that one? Yeah, play that a sec. Where are we? Hold on.
Because they force you, but because you didn't know any better. The straw man is a fake version of you, a name, a number, a corporate identity created by the government. It looks like your name, but it's not actually you. The moment your birth was registered, they created this legal entity in your name using all capital letters. For example, if your name is Apple Luna, the straw man version would be written as Apple Luna, all caps. That's not style choice. That's illegal. It means you're being treated as a corporation,
straw man, you're
not as a living, breathing woman.
Fictitious character.
Why do they do this? Because governments and courts can't deal directly with living beings. They can only deal with legal entities. So they create one for you, and then they pretend that's you. So how does it work? Once that straw man is created, everything official gets tied to it. Your birth certificate, your driver's license, your tax file number, your court notices, your fines, fees, and debts. All of it is addressed to the straw man, not the real you. But here's the trick. If you answer to that name, if you pay the fines, if you show up in court, then the system says, you just agreed to stand in for the straw man. You've accepted the role, and now they've got you. Not because they forced you, but because you didn't know any better. The straw man is a fake version of you, a name, a number, a corporate identity created by the government. It looks like your name, but it's not actually you. The moment your birth was registered, they created this legal entity in your name using all capital letters. For example, if your name is Apple Luna, the straw man version would be written as Apple Luna, all caps. That's not just a style choice. That's a legal signal. It means you're being treated as a corporation, not as a living, breathing woman. Why do they do this? Because governments and courts can't deal directly with living beings. They can only deal with legal entities. So they create one for you, and then they pretend that's you. So how does it work? Once that straw man is created, everything official gets tied to it. Your birth certificate, your driver's license, your tax file number, your court notices, your fines, fees, and debts. All of it is addressed to the straw man, not the real you.
I comprehend it, Frank. It's for other people that watch this, hopefully watch this stream back if people share it. I'm just playing these little clips to send people in the right direction.
But here's the trick. If you answer to that name, if you pay...
Jim, we should eat healthier. Bob, oh, so you think we should never eat pizza again? Wait, what? That's the strawman argument. When someone twists your words into something extreme, then argues against that instead, it's easier to attack a fake version of your point than the real one. So next time this happens, Don't defend the fake argument.
No.
3. A single person has two legal aspects or can be split into two legal entities. This is known as the straw man argument, where there is a distinction between a legal person created by the government and a flesh and blood individual.
Yeah, so your
sovereign
person,
citizens believe
your person and your living man. Your person is your fictitious character in your capital letters. That's what legal deals with. Legal is bullshit, fictitious. Works for the corporations from the sea, maritime, admiral. But we're living men and living women. So they can't contract with us. So they have to give us a person so they can contract between person to person. They can't contract person to living man or living woman. So I know the difference between law and legal, Frank. Law is real, or real, a bit more real. Legal is fictitious for your fictitious character, your straw man. This.
Government and a flesh and blood individual. Sovereign citizens believe a single person has two legal aspects or can be split into two legal entities. This is known as the straw man argument, where there is a distinction between a legal person created by the government and a flesh and blood individual. Sovereign citizens believe any document that has their name in all capitals, like a birth certificate or some type of judicial document, refers not to their true selves, but to this fiction created by the government.
Correct.
3. A single person has two legal aspects or can be split into two legal entities. This is known as the straw man argument, where there is a distinction between a legal person created by the government.
Right. Yeah.
This is a really interesting.
I know these videos only provide half the truth, but it's the foundation. It's you move from there because it is truth. At least you know what I mean. We agree. You know, we know that, Frank. So these ones I'm showing, I know as well. But to delve further, there's a character here. I'll tell you what. There's a fella here that opened my eyes about 20 years ago. Remember, I've been reading this for over 26 years. For around 2001, 2000. No, before 9/11 happened. My eyes were open. I was reading about all this stuff in 2000. And it was a lot more reading. Fucking hell. Lost my voice. Right. You there, AK? AJ, sorry. Oh, he's gone. Fucking hell. I'm leaning forward, the heat and everything. Sweating. It's getting all the phlegm and all stuff off my chest. Losing my voice. But yeah, I was saying around 2000. You had to read. There's obviously the computer. YouTube weren't going then. And there's a fella on one of these videos who put me onto a lot of this. But yeah, there's many layers. It's like an onion, in it, Frank, with this. And yeah, I don't have the time to go further. And like I said, it helps if you're rich to get out of, lose your straw man, because then you're self-sufficient. Once you lose your person, your fictitious character, you can't go into contract with them no more, person to person. You got rid of your person, your capital names. You've got rid of that now. So now you can't go into contract with them. So you can't get mortgages with them. You can't get benefits from them. Because if you get rid of your person, you can't have a contract with the corporation anymore. You got rid of your person. So that's why the people that do it have already got money, because they've already paid for their house. They won't be needing a mortgage. They won't be needing no benefits. That's when you set up your trust. And in turn, the government can't tax you yet. So you're not going to take nothing off them no more, but they now can't come and take nothing off you neither. So that's the next levels of these videos I'm playing. You know? AJ, did you drop out? We can do nothing for the truth, but the truth one that's led the horse to the water, but not able to make it drink. Yeah. And like I say, for me, it's time, but it's not just that, it's finances. To do it, you won't be getting no help no more. If you get rid of your person, you can't go into contract with them no more, the corporations. So you've already got to own your own house. You can still rent, you can still live like cash in hand, but you know that's getting harder. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot easier if you've got money to get rid of your person, because you won't be getting no benefits or no pension. Yeah, you won't. Yeah, if you get rid of your person, you won't get no state pension. Yeah, so there's another thing. That's why I mentioned before, the people that do this have already got money. But let me get rid of this minute. When did AJ drop off? Where is he? AJ, you good? I probably bored him, and I with the straw man, the fictitious character. Thank you for the contribution, AJ. Hope you're good. Enjoy the day, man. You still got some time if it's lovely up there. Thank you for the chatters, Frank, Pete. Word. I'll be here for a little bit more. Not too much longer. If someone wants to jump up or say hello, I've lost the room here. Look, hold on. Get rid of that one. Add this one. This one. Yes. Right. Read out the previous 5 posts above one. Just read. Hold on. I've been on here a good few hours, Frank. There, I was losing my voice. Memory's hot, man, and I've got tooth problems. I'm going to be going soon, so I'm going to chill out. Hold tight, because I won't get through the comments. I'm going to watch a bit of this, bro. I appreciate it though. Don't get me wrong. Desio Sescavius at Ditto one, free certainties. Read on. I know, and you got, is it the 4 eventualities? That's what common law is for. No harm, no theft. So law. Yes, it implies you can't go around and stabbing people. There has to be a victim for a crime. So obviously the corporations is bullshit. The legal, that's bullshit. But for a society or law, you've got law of, or even 10 commandments you can follow, isn't it? You know, you wouldn't just have no law at all. Strawman title, fictitious English title created by government at birth. You act as beneficiary master of that and not titles trustee servant. In the 1660 Act, Sescavier Act, yeah. Yeah, but like I say, Frank, if you put together, if you show us where someone goes and sets the trust up where they can't be taxed, it's not the same trust as something that you get from inheritance. It's different. It's a private one where someone is the chairman and someone is the secretary. Either or, wife or husband or other, yeah, and you can't be taxed. And then show me, because you have to get rid of your passport, your driver's license, and your birth certificate. You have to denounce them. The exact correct term is to denounce them, but you can replace them with a living man birth. It wouldn't be a birth certificate. It'd be a living man sign, right? You can replace your driving license with a living man. It's not a corporation one. So you'll be a traveller, not a driver. And you can replace a passport a port of past. You can replace that as a living man. So that's the next levels, Frank, of showing us people that are possibly on here or have written about losing their straw man and not being able to go into contract with with the corporations anymore. And like I say, if you haven't got money, then how do you survive, Frank? Because so as far as I know, I comprehend it, Frank. But I'm putting it on here, our content, isn't it? Other people will run and go with this, Frank, hopefully, and come back with contributions, you know? Are they hiding the post oneness? No, I don't think so. Common law for registered voters, the profane who act as a gov trustee, accept that oneness, you lose jurisdiction. Accept that oneness, you lose jurisdiction. I'm not sure what you don't lose jurisdiction, you lose your person. I would have thought you gained jurisdiction, to be honest, like I said, because now you're a living man. You've lost your person, your capital letters. You already have the right of title. It is the birth certificate you keep, then oneness, crikey. What is it? What are you talking about, Frank? You get rid of your birth certificate. The birth certificate is the start of your straw man, your fictitious character. I'm talking about getting rid of that. What don't you understand, Frank? I'm talking about getting rid of your birth certificate and your passport and your driver's license. So you won't have your Mr. anymore. Change status from trustee or straw man. Title to the beneficiary straw man. Keep the birth certificate title to function in the world. Come on, oneness. No. Why do you want to keep functioning in their world? Because that's how you're attached to them. We're talking about getting rid of that so we don't function in their world. But like I said, you've got to have finances to be able to be self-sufficient. So because you won't be getting no benefits off them no more if you lose your person. Or no fucking, I don't get benefits anyway, I'm working. But you won't be within their system, no pension, no thing. If you lose we're talking about losing that. Why keep your birth? If you keep your birth certificate, people are talking about getting rid of your straw man. Your birth certificate is your straw man. So you're talking about straddling one leg in one side, one leg in the other side. Well, there's no point because they can still contract with you and get your money, as far as I know. They can still tax you. My point is, if you've got a lot of money, get right out their system, then they can't touch any of your money. So you get rid of your birth certificate and your passport and your driving license. No. You keep the birth certificate because that's the English of the public estate held in trust. Come on, oneness, you then sign off government bills as creditor or trust. No, I'm not so sure, mate. I'm talking about getting right out of their system. We're not talking about the same thing. You're not talking about losing your fictitious character. I am. No. They only lawfully tax the acting trustee of the trust. They can't even get any of you. They can't get any of your money. They can't even lawfully. I don't think they can even lawfully tax you. It's certainly a different system. I think you have to give it to them. They can't take it off you. The way they take our tax, when you've got your own trust, they can't. You have to offer it to them. It's a chairman and a secretary of the trust you have. It doesn't have to be husband and wife, and the wife can be the chairman, the husband the secretary. But it's living man, living woman as well. If acts as beneficiary, then not a taxpayer, thus pay no tax ones because beneficiary or the trustee and trust. Well, Frank. That's where I'm talking about going. So then we can go further than this, can't we? I'd like to find material of people that live a life like it. Be good to read someone living the life without their fictitious character, or see some material on here. No, I'm not suffering from any strong delusions at all, Frank. Not at all. I'm not making any fiction up neither. There's not a word I've said is wrong, Frank. Not a word. 1 minute you agree, next minute you don't. I don't think you know it all neither, Frank, to be honest, without being rude. Let me play something, man. Frank, let me play something. Let me chill out for a second, bro. Appreciate the comments, man. I'm not on form at the moment anyway. Oh, add this day. Oops. A little bit.
So if you see your name with the title Mr. or Mrs. or they use our name in uppercase, this is back to Admiralty law.
The legal fiction is an abstract term to explain a concept, and so is the term straw man.
With debt collectors, people assume when a debt collector comes round that they have actual power. They don't. They have no power whatsoever. They only have the power that you give to them.
Film this, please. Don't obstruct me. I'm not obstructing you. Right. Show us the warrant.
So we don't consent. You need our consent.
That's the end of it.
Do you mind telling me who you
I
are?
won't tell you anything.
Got the fucking free certainties, Frank. You put it on me. I know the free certainties.
90%
You've put them up on me enough times anyway, but I didn't know.
They perceive that it's crime is actually called victimless crime. There is no victims, and crime can only exist if there is a victim.
You know, we've seen police officers more interested in becoming debt collectors and enforcing policies, you know, such as speeding tickets and fines and things like that, because they're easy targets.
Once you comprehend the difference between lawful and legal, and ultimately what your legal fiction straw man is, the fear of debt collectors, police, and authority just goes away.
Forget the get-rich-quick schemes. Switch to IG, a platform trusted by investors.
Let's see a bit of it, Frank, innit?
If you live in the UK, you are led to believe that the
did that
Queen
say there?
is the only...
It is the quality of having supreme independent authority over your own flesh, blood, and human body authority. See, I ain't talking about sovereign man
If
either.
you live in the UK,
Living man.
you are led to believe that the Queen is the only sovereign. This is wrong. The Queen is given authority through the coronation oath. Her oath was a binding contract between the Crown and the people of this nation. This means that we, the people, gave her her sovereignty. And as everyone knows, you can't give away something you do not possess yourself. That means that each and every one of us is sovereign. We each have supreme independent authority over our own flesh and blood human body. The problem is, we have forgotten we are powerful. We have forgotten that we belong to and are part of one of the most amazing species that to our knowledge has ever existed. We have become media obsessed and in turn obsessed with our own appearance and the way people think about us. The TV is king, but now that is slipping to the constant need to be in touch with our friends. Everything is about fear. Fear of debt, fear of terrorism, fear of ill health, or fear of climate change. This keeps us thinking that we need our government to protect us and rule us. With all this distraction, it is no wonder that most of us didn't notice the massive fraud that our countries and nations around the world have pulled on us.
All
but
right,
as you will
Frank.
learn, government is
Safe,
a creation of man.
Appreciate it.
And a
Appreciate
creation
the
of man can never
contribution,
be
man.
above man. They always need your consent, and this is where your power really lies. With knowledge always comes power. The power not to fear, the power to take a stand against anyone or any corporation that threatens you, the power to say no. It has been said that you need to know that you're in a cage before you can escape from that cage. Let's look into how you're being tricked and how your power is being hidden from you. If you've never heard of the terms legal fiction or straw man, then what you're about to learn is something that sounds so astonishing that it couldn't possibly be true. If I were to tell you that paying your tax, getting a driver's license, registering are all optional and that you are conned into agreeing with them, what would you think? All statues and acts are optional too. Your straw man is a fictitious legal entity created at your birth through your birth certificate and the registration of that birth.
Okay, my understanding of the legal fiction, which is also referred to as the straw man, the way I explain it when I do talks, I keep it really, really simple. And what I do, I liken it to a game of Monopoly. Now, in a game of Monopoly, you actually have a little token like a dog or a battleship or a hat, you know, like a little top hat, and you move it around the board. Now, I believe that they actually give us a fictional entity which we can actually use or not use. And I believe this is and a lot of other researchers do as well, that this is your name in either uppercase or with a title.
When each person is born, whenever a human being is born, there's two entities. One is the real entity, which is the human being, the flesh and blood, and the other is a legal fiction, a fictional entity that is nothing more than a piece of paper, a birth certificate. Again, we're duped into believing that these are one in the same, and so we're tricked into representing the legal fiction, the straw man, that birth certificate. So when people get fines and things like that, it's actually consulting the legal fiction, the non-existent entity, the corporate entity that is owned by corporations.
You have any interactions with the bureaucracy, okay? They're not interacting with you. They're actually interacting with your legal fiction, because they can't deal with a flesh and blood human. Yeah, they have to deal with another corporation.
Right, so you can't have person-to-person contract. You can have person-to-person contracts, but you can't have a contract from the corporation, the person to your living man. So that's why they give you your fictitious character, so they can dispense laws, so that you can contract between your person and the corporation.
When you start to break down the words that we use,
this man here,
at the roots of all these words.
This is the one I think in around 2000. I saw a video. That's what I was saying earlier. Back then it was VHS videos. YouTube, I don't think was about 9/11. Was it around then? But that's what I was trying to say earlier. I think when I lost my voice, when I was open to stuff around 2000, this fella was on stuff back then talking about this. So you get VHSs and books back then. Now, obviously, so much is online, but yeah, you just need to go back to the books and, well, and obviously the videos, you ain't going to get them now. But I recognised, I just watched a bit of this earlier and I thought, that's the man there. I haven't already checked out what his name is. I will do. If anyone's onto that already who knows who this man is, please. He's the one that's talking about the Queen's Bench and all that as well.
You look at where these words, what these words actually really mean, you start to get an idea of what's going on. The word corporation is very, very specific, because it's corporation, it's dead speak. So a corporation is something that's dead. It's an entity that exists only in a legal framework. It doesn't exist in any other framework at all. It only becomes an entity through legal mechanisms and legal means.
To be honest, sometimes I actually have no idea what's going on until I open Monday.com, and boom.
That man
in essence,
knows what he's
when you were
talking
born
about.
and far too young to understand, a company with your name was created through your birth certificate. When your parents registered your birth, they actually created a company and handed ownership of that company and you over to the state. It is important to remember that your parents were tricked and had no idea this was happening. This is why the state can take children from their families and it not be classed as kidnapping. They own your child.
They own 1/10 because they registered the child. They have 9/10. Possession is 9/10 of the law, but there's 1/10 floating about somewhere, and the government have claimed that 1/10. So when the child, because I've had it from social workers, at least now 3 social workers on separate occasions have come out of audiences and actually said to me, you're right in what you're saying, is because we have to get the birth certificate within 48 hours of taking the child. And if they can't get the birth certificate, they have to reapply to be able to get the birth certificate. They have to get it because that is proof of who the slave is, what the slave is. And actually, in legal terms, they're actually only entitled to the birth certificate and not the child. To take the child on the pretense that they are this legal personality is theft. So in legal terms, it's kidnapping. But the social services can use legal kidnapping because everything is okay as long as it has the stamp legal applied to it. That includes war, genocide, anything is okay as long as it's okay, it's legal.
The same thing also happens when you register your car. You get a document back saying you are the registered keeper and not the registered owner.
So yeah, obviously we've just spoken about registering children, and the other thing that we register though is our vehicles. And obviously either of those can allegedly be taken off you at some point in time, which is quite interesting. The 2 registered items are the things that can be taken.
You are the registered keeper of your car. You're not the owner, you're the keeper in their eyes. Now they'll argue that point, and a lot of people will argue that point, but it's quite easy to quell this argument and say, well, okay, if you don't put tax on the car, then they'll come and take your car. Now, in the legal world, taking anything from someone without a legal mechanism to do so is theft.
The legal system cannot deal with humans. It can only deal with pieces of paper. Only common law can deal with humans. So at your birth, they created a piece of paper with your name on it, in capitals, just like any other corporation. This is done to dupe you later in life into thinking that you are the legal entity and not you. Then imaginary penalties and cost are imposed on the straw man, and you, thinking you are it, pay them.
And it's kind of like an overcoat, this legal fiction. As soon as you put it on, as soon as they invite you to put this overcoat on, and you do so, now they can grab hold of the overcoat and throw it in jail with you in it. But until you put that overcoat on, they can't do anything to you because you are not that name. You think you are, you're taught you are, but you're not.
The deception is done through the manipulation of words and language.
But that to me is legalese. It's just jargon that no one really understands, and because no one really understands it.
Yeah, legalese is bullshit. It's another language they use, but it's bullshit. It's not lawful. It's literally another language.
No one ever questions it. We basically have a discussion that everybody is taught incorrect, but because everybody's taught incorrect, they believe it's correct.
Legalese is a whole language of its own. It's a complete legal jargon that's not really designed for anybody to understand it other than those that are supposedly supposed to be enforcing it. And it's something that's so complicated that not even police officers understand what they're saying.
What is wonderful is that they create their own language called legalese, and it has a completely different interpretation from English. We're supposed to have this sort of understanding that we were within the law, and yet they're not even using the same language as we are.
The easiest way to understand legalese is to realize that there are many English words that have more than one meaning, depending on whom you are talking to. If I were to ask you what a person was, you'd probably say a human being. But that's you or I. if you were talking to someone in the law society, i.e. a police officer, lawyer, judge, etc., they have a different dictionary to you or I, and person could mean company or corporation, i.e. the legal fiction.
Yeah. Your fictitious character.
You know, if you tell a lie often enough, it becomes truth, or certainly the perception of truth. So legalese is jargon that nobody understands other than those who actually come up with a jargon that really, really deeply understand it. And even police officers don't understand it, or magistrates, or even judges for that matter.
Legalese is one of the few social evils that can be eradicated by careful thought and disciplined use of a pen. It is double demeaning. First, it demeans its writer, who seems to be either deliberately
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
My throat, man, it's hot. Government, right? People, I won't play all this. I've not seen this channel, The Nature of the Cage, so I've been looking at it.
Tax is probably the best way, the only way better than fractional reserve banking to starve a community is taxation. And it wouldn't be that case if the tax was actually spent on the people and on the land, but because it's not, it becomes a starving of the people. This again comes back to corruption. And tax would be fine. We'd be living in an amazing health service, incredible roads, all the rest of it, if all the money that went into the taxation pot was paid for what it was supposed to be for. My understanding is it isn't. The problem that we have is the implications for its non-use is that other than fraud, it's the only debt that can deprive you of your liberty. It's the only debt that they can put you in jail for is tax evasion or tax fraud, which is pretty serious, really, because you can ignore as many credit cards or loans as you like, and you can never be put in jail for any of that. But if you try and not pay your tax for a while, they'll really like to let you know about that. Funny thing is, I don't see many representatives of people like Amazon or big corporates that aren't paying their tax in the slam.
Right. Sovereign citizens or freemen, whatever you want to call it, is complete nonsense. Yeah, sovereign citizens is and freemen is. Yeah, that's what people always say to me. And I said, I've never mentioned that term once. I've mentioned the correct 100% term where you use a red pen in writing for blood. Living man and living woman. Look, try and find one instance where one of these people has actually won their case. Show me one of them that's got rid of their person, their fictitious character. If they went into contract, with the corporation with their person, yeah, they're going to struggle to win that case. I've told people before, if you don't know what you're doing, if you go to court, you will lose. Yeah, in the UK, if you get pulled over driving, travelling, whatever term you use, without insurance, they will take away. No, not necessarily. Yes, it's your free to travel on your 2 feet. No, he's got it all wrong. The driving licence is just part of the corporation. You would have been travelling in a car, in a vehicle, not driving. This is nothing more than hippie fantasy. Where they think they can just not work. I mean, now, hippie fantasy. I mean, this man is in the fantasy, the Matrix fantasy, the belief of the bullshit, the bars that imprison him. That's what this man believes in. This is the man in the fantasy world. They can just not work and basically freeload, crash into you or your. Oh my God! Why does anyone want to crash into your car? These are people that don't know what they're doing. Like we said, the rich go around without driver's licenses and without their fictitious with the corporations, their fictitious contracts. What total nonsense this is. If anyone claims any of these defences has ever worked, demand proof, they're lying to you. Yeah, brilliant. Just the norm tards, isn't it? Sovereign citizen is an oxymoron. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've never used that term, not once. And I never see the people that talk about it use the real term. The ones that put this kind of shit, they don't put living man and living woman. They won't look into common law. The Magna Carta, that's our constitution. We haven't got a constitution. So we have to work off the Magna Carta. America's got a constitution. We haven't. So how do we work off the Magna Carta Mr. Kim John Duex. Where's our amendments? We haven't got a constitution in the UK. This video is meant to open your eyes, but you may be overburdened by your shackles you've given up, or that he can't give up. You sound like a working slave to the system. That is exactly what they want, total blind obedience. Just like the people that believe that 9/11 was a foreign terror attack. And anyone who knows anything knows what they had planned. Yeah, it was obviously an inside job. Is that a joke? I've been fully awake for many years. No jabs for the start of my children. That's saying totally no jabs for anyone, but for big billionaires like Bill Gates, you are fully awake, or do you mean that you have been a woke liberal for years now? And where might you at? I'm fully awake, defo not woke. You sound vaccinated. King John, if you can hear that, you are mentally ill. Okay, now. The naivety will get you when you're reading in comments. You're in danger of losing brain cells reading some of them, isn't it? The ones that think they're awake as well, or were in a fantasy world of fuck, they're tripping. I'll play a little bit more than this, and then I'll leave it, guys. I think quite a lot of people coming early, and I've either bored you all now, or you're getting the last bit of sun. I need to rest up soon. Let me play a little bit more. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The channel weren't on Nature of Decay. Go and watch it. Can't be asked to pin it in the link. You can see exactly where it is if you want to go and see that. I'll play a little bit more.
Maybe they should be.
Income tax in the UK first started in 1799 as a temporary measure to cover the costs of the Napoleonic Wars. It is still a temporary tax today, which expires each year on the 5th of April and has to be renewed as a provision in the annual financial bill. Income tax was withdrawn in 1816, but was re-established in 1842 and has stayed since. Because of this, human beings are the only creatures on the planet that pay to live on it.
Hey, it's Tom here. I want to teach you how to generate a side income from property flipping.
The only creatures on the planet to pay to live on it. We are. Unbelievable, isn't it?
The government does not own the product of your labor. If they did, you would be a slave. Since they do not own the product of your labor, then taxation can be defined as theft.
Yeah, because they had to abolish slavery, so they do it here through admiral law, don't they? Corporations, Dead Sea, onto your living man.
Or more accurately, extortion.
Onto your person. They can't do it to your living man. They can't dispense laws on your living man.
And blackmail. No man can own another, so no man can own the fruits of another man's labor. Most people will argue that it is a necessary evil and that it's legal because the government say that it is. How else would we pay for hospitals, police, roads, and so on? Well, reaching into your own pocket to help a good cause is noble. Reaching into someone else's pocket under the threat of force is despicable. Here is a quick analogy.
And the other reason I'm saying all this as well is because if we could get out of their system, I'm not even talking about it for the financial benefits that's what just comes up. But I'm forgetting, if we can get out their system, everyone get rid of their person, their system falls apart. So like, there's hardly anyone in here watching this now, but this stuff is relevant, so relevant. It should be taught in schools. It's just ridiculous. It's our constitution. We have a Magna Carta, common law. We haven't got a constitution like America. We haven't got different rights like that. Bill of Rights like that. We haven't got that. So people are supposed to be taught in school how to defend ourselves. So when I'm saying all this, it's not financial rewards I'm talking about just getting out of the whole system. So there's not many people watching now. I really hope, I'm going to shut this down soon. I really hope people share it, because this stuff is true. So in case people think, oh, why not relevant? This is relevant now, isn't it? The wars are coming. There's going to be shortages, petrol rations, food, power outages. That could all be here by summer end of the year. But getting out of the system like this would interrupt all their ball. Or the more people that do this. So where the view count's gone low now, if any people do watch this back, please share it, please. Bloody, because that's what I'm getting at. That's I'm trying to empower people. Don't play. Let's not comply. Let's not play their game. I'm trying to empower people. Let's not play their system. Let's get out of it. This is the ways they give us to get out of it. Don't comply no more. We don't want, and government, we don't want that. We want them gone. So I know this is within rules, parameters, not government rules. This is in Magna Carta, living man rules. So that, yeah, that's my point. Another point of playing all this. Hopefully people will listen back. The ones that are all in earlier, hopefully they come back to the end. I'll make this near the end then. So hopefully people get the message where I'm coming from. So bring their crap down within, or don't comply with what's coming. More lockdowns, more jibber jabs, probably digital ID. They can only digital ID us all at the moment because we're within their system, innit? It'd be no good just not going to work like me. They get you where you can't get anything off them. And that's not too far in the distant future, I don't think. So better to get out of their shit now.
I run a construction firm, and I knock at your door and demand £10,000 to build an extension, or I'll take all your stuff and throw you in a cage. Essentially, that's what the government do when they tax you. They say they're going to supply you with services and protect you. But if you don't pay them, just like the mafia, they are the ones that come after you and use force and violence to get the money out of you. The trouble is, most people never look at these situations from these angles, and so rarely see the deception that is constantly being pulled over our eyes. A large percentage of all the tax you pay is used on war, bailing out the banks, and paying off the national debt. It has been calculated that 47% of all your income is spent on tax. You work 5 to 6 days a week and get to keep 54% of your wages. Then you have to pay for your mortgage or rent, gas, electricity, water, food, clothes, and that's just the basics. No wonder both parents have to work and work constantly, unlike families of just 50 years ago. You are a slave, and you're in a metaphorical cage that, just like Neo, you cannot touch, taste, or smell. A prison created by the mind of man. Governments essentially run human farms and feed you the perception of freedom. Governments do not make money within themselves. The government's primary function is to trick money out of your pocket and feed it into their business, so they can carry on with wars, deception, and human farming, all in plain sight.
Make claims with a tap. It's about time insurance does that. Get a quote at lemonade.com/UK.
They have no lawful basis for whatever they do. There's, they might claim they have a legal basis. Now, legal is a different thing altogether. It's essentially based on contract. You have to contract with them before it becomes law.
This is a prison without bars. This is a prison without big walls to keep them in. It's just a prison of the mind.
The main implication of not paying tax is that you will grow a set of balls and you'll turn into an adult. That's the main implication.
Oh no, what the set of balls and turn into fucking, he would put fucking all the rich backers he's got. That fucking filth. He'd know about fucking all this, all the rich people in round him. But he's got his money, but he don't pay no tax. And all that
The three functions of money are distinguished as 1. Store of value or purchasing power, the ability of an item to hold value over time. 2. A medium of exchange. Money serves as a medium of exchange, i.e., an asset that the sellers will accept as payment. A medium of exchange allows people to eliminate the use of barter. 3. A unit of accounting, a way of placing a specific price on economical goods and services. As a unit of accounting, the monetary unit is used to measure the value of goods and services relative to other goods and services. Money in its modern form arose from goldsmiths who retained gold and other precious metals in their safes, and in exchange, they gave certificates to prove the deposits.
The 1666 at the bottom, it's Escovir's Act, isn't it, probably?
People then started to exchange the certificates for goods and services. And the goldsmiths very quickly realized they could make a lot of money out of just looking after other people's valuable goods.
Yeah. Right.
They're now no longer a goldsmith, but running a deposit facility, took in gold.
Right, people. Yeah, you've seen the channel. Go and take a look. What's the time? Hold on. I want to stop it on 3:11. I didn't want to stop it on no 3:03 earlier. Look. So, oh my word, through. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, like I say, everyone, enjoy the rest of your bank holiday. If you're out, if you catch this later, enjoy the evening. I'm supposed to be in work, but I'll see what happens with my tooth. But yeah, London's burning again. 360 years on from the Escovir's Act, 1666. Like I said at the start of the stream. I think the plague was 1665 and the Great Fire of London 1666, to burn out, all excuses, the psyops to burn out the properties. It was only made of hay and fucking wood and everything, isn't it? What do you call it? Them thatched roofs and all that. And then Pudding Lane, the fire was supposed to start it on, but it was to bring in the new rights, the property rights, the trust rights, the basically ownership over fucking our land, and it. The freehold of everything, so we can't. The straw man that I've just been talking about, your fictitious character. So now, there's been plenty discussion earlier. People think whether it's man-made or not, of more people swinging more to that. It's heating up at the moment. It's man-made. But I don't know how the rest of the country, I don't know how you lot are going to get it. You're going to get a hot summer one way or another, but I think London is going to get cooked a bit. I hope it don't, man. Like I say, you lot, pop to London on the day when they say it's going to be 35 or higher. I don't recommend you do. But if you want to know how horrible it is here, take a day trip down there. When they say 40, don't come London. I'm getting out as well. So the economy can suffer. If they want to piss about with the weather that much, I'm off in July. I'm off if it gets to 40 and that. But let's see. We can navigate our way through these turbulent times. Trying to, navigate our way through the best we can, ride the waves. Preparation will help in all sorts of things, especially if it's going to be heating up all night, to try and prepare there. But yeah, I'll see if anyone's on later. And then tomorrow, some stupid 35. So I'll be getting to the dentist. So I probably won't be back on again for a few days in the week. Get myself back to work. But I might see if anyone's on late. I might see if SD, see if you're all about to later on today. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for the contribution, man. Thanks, Medical Weed, for coming up. Word, Peter, nice one, news. Enjoy your rest of the day and have a lovely week, everyone. All right. Speak to you soon.